First goal of the year goes for the Raiders.
Oh, beautiful shot there. Nicely done. Gets the pin.
Oh, was that beautiful? Onside kick, and it's recovered by Hastings.
And he's rung up for strike 3.
Simley! Touchdown Raiders!
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to McNamara Stadium at Todd Field for Week 3 of the Minnesota high school football season in 2021. My name is Nick Tuckner alongside Jerry Rump, Dick Craig. And all that fun, too. We'll also be heard in our week in review 22 minutes after every hour. Probably not every hour, but every other hour or thereabouts. We'll have the Prescott recap, some of the other fun we've had throughout the week. KDWA Radio AM 1460, FM 97.7. You can hear that, again, as we mentioned, 22 minutes after every hour. Just go to KDWA.com later tonight, and you can make your own sportscast on your own time. Jerry Rump, it's going to be fun for everybody this weekend because it's going to be gorgeous weather for many of us. Maybe one last shot of summer somewhere. It's going to be up in the 80s Sunday tomorrow. 73, gorgeous. You know, I'm going to have a fishing pole in my hand somewhere after the Prescott coaches show tomorrow, probably closer to that side of the river. But this is why we do it, man. And tonight, the Raiders got to realize that a win here might not be a sectional win like last week, but to get to 2-1 against a team the last time we played these guys, there was no fans in the stands because it was so cold. It wasn't just because of COVID. It was 2 below zero at kickoff. It was one of the coldest games. I was outside at Simley, literally freezing. It was one of the most awful games, and I know Cable 14 has been replaying that game on and off throughout the last week or so leading into this one. And Jared, there's guys that remember last year, and they said it was so miserable what we were put through 1 year ago. And to lose that game the way we lost it was so heartbreaking that we don't care what the temperature is tonight. Half these guys are like, we're going to find a way to give them the same pain that we had to feel last year in our home field. And I think that's exciting because this team coming out of last week, they want to win this ball game, but they want to win it, and they want to open some eyes doing it.
Oh, definitely. You know, like I said, they've got the momentum going so far with that big win last week, and you know, if you can get to 2-1 right away to get out of the season, the first 3 weeks 2-1, that's a great start for the team. Otherwise, you know, if you're going 1-2, it's like, oh boy, our backs are already kind of up against the wall. We got to pull some wins off here. So a win tonight would take a lot of pressure off them and feeling good about themselves and going into the rest of the season. But you know, and like you said last year, I remember sitting on the bench down there in some of those cold nights, and it's just miserable.
Yeah.
But we never had 2 below either. But, you know, it's going to be a lot more fun tonight because the temperatures are great. Now that the sun is down, it's not going to bother either way on either direction in the field. And, you know, this is just going to be a fun night for hitting.
It is, and I think both of these teams are going to do just that because when these two teams meet up, you know, it gets a little physical here and there. So, I mean, kind of like in hockey, it's the same way. So we will take our final break, come back, kick off next as the Hastings Raiders meet up with the Simley Spartans as Axel Arnold is out there right now reading the sportsmanship crate, and he's out there with one of the captains of Simley as well, Josh Painter. They will do that. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, we will have your kickoff. Hastings and Simley, a Dakota County collision right here on KDWA and HCTV. We'll be right back.
Part of the game. Be patient with us as we compete and grow. We
All right, coming back with folks on video here shortly, too. Welcome back, everybody, to McNamara Stadium at Tonfield. Beautiful night for football. Nick and Jerry here. The moon is just gorgeous, big, and rising to our east. And man, oh man, football here as the ball will be kicked down that way towards the moon. Glad you're with us. Should be fun, as always, on a Friday night here at Tonfield. Just going to have Jared back with me again. I can bug him for at least 3 hours tonight.
And at
anyway.
least you get a breath of air once in a while. Take a breath.
Well, I've had Ben with me. He tried, he did it, but he's not yelling like digging out Jared will. Here we go! End over end. This is a short one. Johnny Charlton, 25, comes back near side 30, breaks a tackle 35 to the 37. We'll take that. Raiders first and 10 here as we open the game. McNamara Stadium at Tonfield. The site Raiders wear their old school Los Angeles Rams throwback jerseys with the blue tops, gold helmets, gold pants with the blue stripes down the sides. Raiders emblazoned on the side. The old New York Giants, that same script is still on there with the Raiders across the helmet. And then, like we said, Simley. I don't even want to talk about it.
Nondescript.
No, the thing is you can't read the numbers if you're a broadcaster, right?
Yep.
So all white pants and jerseys and helmets and socks. Then you go with silver numbers on white jerseys with red trim.
Tough.
Wish us luck. Here we go. Hopefully the Raiders just keep the ball all night long. That'd be nice. Raiders out of the pistol to open the game. Looking at a screen. Burrow makes the catch 35, and he will be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Simley snipped that out right away. They closed pretty quickly, and we had 2 men out there blocking, and they had 3 guys closing, so the numbers weren't with you there. And by the time the pass got to Burrow, they had it pretty well sniffed out. So the 2-yard loss on the play, but that's okay. Get started here, get the ball in their hands, and get a feel for that football, and move on to the next play.
Just underway. 11:24 to go. First half, first quarter. Here at Tonfield, special night. Out of the shotgun is Arnold, and he'll pitch it out left side. Burrow breaks a tackle, then a flag comes in late, and the Raiders lose more yards. And Hastings going the wrong way early on. It's going to be either second and forever or third and a ways, depending on if this is declined, which I bet it would be to send third and long and play anyway.
Yeah, the Simley defensive end, Matt Kufler, got penetration. He really had the end sealed, and our guy unfortunately had no choice but to hold him and try to bring him down. So it was a tough play for Pacer Rubel, but like you said, we're going backwards. We got to figure out, get some positivity here.
They will take the penalty, so it'll be second down and forever 25. Yeah.
That's a long way.
Second and forever. Need some big chunks. Don't need to get it all in one play, but we'll take it.
Yeah, a couple of good passes here, or like you say, big chunks.
2 receivers out to the right, one to the left side for Hastings. Single back in the backfield here is Freiermuth, and it'll be the quarterback, Axel Arnold, on a design quarterback draw up the middle, and he will gain a handful out to about the 30-yard line. Called the 29, gain of 6. But third and a long ways here for the Raiders.
Almost looks like the Raiders just trying to get up as much as they can and punt it away and maybe get some field position, play a field position game. If you can tilt that thing downhill towards Simley and just make them try to come back. Simley's had a great defensive stance so far. Raiders with that miscue on the holding call there, really kind of put them in a hole there. But if they get a little bit of yards back here, get a good punt and pin Simley back and just, like I say, play the yard game.
Field position. Raiders might need to do a little of that early on. Out of the shotgun, here is Axel Arnold. Looking to pass, well protected, puts it up deep. Left side, and it is intercepted. Intercepted near the line. It looked like he stayed in play. Raiders throwing to double coverage, and it's actually picked off by Latavian McCoy. Where's the number 2? He's a junior. And he kind of overthrew the 6'5" Reifenberger into double coverage.
Yeah, right. Reifenberger was going out there, and he had to really try to turn his body and look over the top of his shoulder. And the Simley defender was in actually the perfect position to make the catch. And he barely stayed in. But, in the scheme of things, it's almost like a punt anyway. Right. So you got Simley back to their 34-yard line. They set up shop there at their own 34. So now the Raiders have to make a good defensive stand and get that ball back.
Man in motion is Painter. He'll take the jet sweep near side, 35 to the 40, where he's taken down, thrown ahead. That'll be about a 7-yard gain for Josh Painter, multi-sport athlete for the Spartans.
Nice tackle by Charlton. Came around from the backside and laid a little hammer on him. And of course, they gained about 7 yards in that play, but you put the hammer down on him and make him feel your presence there as a defensive player.
Raiders defensively will deal with a 2nd and 3. And now 2 receivers right. That's the long side of the field. Short side 2. Split them out to each side. Now the pass will go out to the right side from Renslow. Finds his man Painter. That's caught for a first down. He'll gain about 5. Enough to move the chains and some quick screens, some jets, and that's kind of what we've come to expect out of Simley.
So well defended there by Reifenberger. That was out there in space, and he had a man right on him, and it kind of covered him up. And so to only give him about a 3-4 yard gain, that was actually a great play just to kind of keep it in front of him and don't let him get it more than they actually did.
And we'll get first down and 10 now, approaching midfield. And here is the quarterback in Caden Renslow. He will hand off up the middle for a minimal gain. Landon Duvall, senior, running it right up the gut. Gain a couple.
Nice job by Rubel and also Brendan Fryermuth right at the middle there, and they kind of stiffened up, did a good job. A couple yards there, but that's okay. We'll take that. Give them just a 2-yard gain up the middle like that. That just changes their playbook just a little bit and gives a little bit, takes a little pressure off the Raiders' defense.
2nd down and 7. Right hash, ball at the 48-yard line of Simley. Spartans with the football. 7:44 to go, no score. First quarter, handoff, comes back left side. Big hit there as he carries him up near a first down. And Duvall again, pretty nifty carry. Works low to the ground. But it looks like they're going to give him enough for a first down.
Yep, Thomas Reifenberger was in on that one, made the play, but not until Simley got across that first down marker. So fresh set of 4 for Simley. Raiders are still trying to tighten up here a little bit, kind of feel out the Simley defense or offense a little bit and kind of figure out where they're at and how we can block and how we can stunt and just get in there and get to the quarterback or get to the running back.
Again, out of the shotgun, Renslow, the quarterback, 1 receiver out to the right side. Renslow will throw the screen. He's got a man near side, Goggins, and he breaks through a tackle, had him around the shoe tops there for the Raiders to Danny Milner, but let him go, and he'll end up getting a little more on, probably about 5-6 yards on the play.
Yeah, Milner had to shake his man once again. Simley has a great scheme, man on man out there blocking, and the Raider has to shed the offensive blocker. Milner was there. Unfortunately, by the time he shook loose his guy, he just slipped through the shoelace there, and that's a good job by the receiver to make him miss.
They'll work near side Simley. Hastings, no score with the Spartans here in Game 3 of the 2021 season. Renslow back to pass, throws left, has a man. It's caught by R.J. Jicklow. Remember him from basketball, but also football 1 year ago.
Good tackle by Fryermuth and Reifenberger, Thomas Reifenberger, but not before they got a first down. So they got just enough to move the sticks, and another fresh set of 4 for Simley. Right now they've got a pretty good offensive drive going. They got a good mix of pass, run, those outside passes, quick shots out to the outside, or seem to be working for them so far, getting some good chunks of yardage.
And we saw it, like we talked about Jicklow in basketball and being an interior presence. Well, here, very skilled and can kind of do a little bit of everything on the outside for the Spartans, and he definitely will be a weapon tonight. Here is a handoff. Duvall gets nothing, and the Raiders will throw him down. Brendan Fryermuth was first on the scene. He gets a little help there in the middle as well by number 56, Jacob Landau-Bleed.
Fryermuth was not fooled by that. The man in motion, he saw that, sniffed that out all the way, and he was in the backfield waiting for the ball carrier. So a loss of 2, that's great for the defense to stiffen up a little bit. Again, put a little bit of pressure on Simley, see if we can get another stop on him and stop this offensive drive.
See if we can get something going here defensively. First time, I believe, we put them in something more than an and 10 situation. 2nd and 11 after a loss of 1. 2 receivers to each side. And the quarterback and Renslow ready to go out of the gun. Sends a man in motion, will give up the middle, and Duval will run into the pile of Raiders at the defensive line and that other side of the linebackers core. And again, gain of about 4 maybe. So it'll be third and about 7 yards now.
That's great. That's a good position for the Raiders to put the Spartans into. Make it a long yardage situation. You figure they might try that outside pass again, just that quick shot to the outside and have the other offensive man blocking and, see if they can sneak out 5-6 yards. But I think our guys are up close here. They're going to chuck at the line, and they'll be ready for it.
Renslow ready to go out of the shotgun right up the middle of the field between the hash marks. He will be running off his body. This is a designed run the whole way to the 20-yard line near the 18 out of bounds. And I think he got the first down, and that'll move the chains. And the Raiders weren't ready for the QB keeper. It looked like that was the... Nick Angerman, like, where's my dad at? Well, I've been looking for Dave, but he'll find him.
Kind of busy with that football game, I guess.
Right.
I call it.
Hey, I'm an all-purpose radio guy. Let me tell you that.
Pretty much. That's why you're the distinguished level of the year. Because you do it all, man.
So distinguished too. I appreciate it. It's just so cool. But I'm trying.
You're living up to your billing.
Stop it. 2 receivers to each side, 2 to the left, 3 to the right side. 5 receivers set, and the handoff will go off the right side on a Jet McKnight, and he gets punished there by, looked like Johnny Charlton, who came in there and pushed him backwards, and I think that might be a loss.
I think Ben Clemens was in there, kind of spun him around, stood him up, and Charlton finished him off. So that was a nice job there. Loss of 1. Push him over that far hash mark over there.
Ben Clemens has been some sort of man out there playing football this year. I mean, he has been a tremendous safety, Jaron fans.
Fun to watch. Yeah, he really stepped up on that play, moved up inside and made that hit or made that spin around.
They gave him 2 there.
Wow.
2nd down and 8, under 4 minutes to play in a scoreless first quarter. Renslow working right hash out of the gun. 2 receivers, left side, and it goes short side right. 1-on-1, hits Reifenberger in the back. That's a pass defended.
Yep.
That'll work.
Nice job of Reifenberger. He was in position the entire way. And you'd like to see him turn his head around, but, it hit him in the back of the shoulder pad, so it really wasn't catchable anyway. So
6'5" Wall, got to throw it over that thing?
Yep, that's a long alley-oop.
Have fun.
And didn't work this time. So nice pass coverage by Reifenberger.
Nice pass coverage, and now the Raiders hoping to make a stop on 3rd and 8 and force decision time. And out of the gun, Renslow, he'll pass over the middle, and it's high. He was looking for McKnight, working as an H-back tight end type. And now it's 4th down, and it's really decision time for Coach Menson and the Simley Spartans here on the road.
So that was a great job by Luke Charlton out there. He was kind of out in space with one-on-one with his man and kind of right in the middle. There's no one around, but he had great position, and the quarterback had no choice but to throw it over top, and he just missed his man.
Well, Coach Menson sending Renslow back out. Also trying to work on McKnight. He got popped a couple times on that sequence, too, or the drive, really. Now, here we go again. 4th down, big play. Hastings defensively. Same goes for the Simley offense in the first drive. Here come the Raiders, the blitz, and Renslow panics, throws it away, and that was a great time for that. Talk about smarts here by the Raider coaches and players to send the blitz and the dogs, and the Raiders will take that football right back to your bend, but don't break, and we don't break right there.
That was an awesome job by the Raiders' interior line. Just got through and just put the it was just a fire rush right there.
Yep.
And it was nice to see that. So, to hold them to not be able to, try for a field goal, and they moved quite a bit. What, they get like 60 yards there, pretty much, but they came away with 0 points. That's the best thing for the Raiders is now we're starting fresh again. We're a little deeper in our own territory, but, after that first series of downs, okay, we saw some things that maybe weren't working, so let's open up the page 2 of the playbook and see what we can get that will work.
And that's high school football. That's just how it adjustments. Not just game to game, but drive to drive. Raiders way down in the corner here with Axel out of the shotgun. Right away, it looked like Simley showing some dogs maybe coming into blitz. Instead, it's Peyton Burrow. Nice read, gets through the first line of defense, and he'll pick up about 7. It was nice because they over-pursued, and that gave Burrow a giant hole to go through there, Chair, and that really took care of business.
Exactly. He did one sidestep, and the man missed him, and then he got a nice run there for another 7 yards. That was a great job on first down, which, again, gives you a lot more opportunities and a lot of more options in your offense when you're sitting at, 2nd and 3 versus 2nd and 7.
A lot more to go through in the playbook as you 2nd and 1, 2nd and 2. You can do a few more things, take a couple more chances. This time Burrow bounces off a couple, and I can't be too sure he got much more than the line of scrimmage.
He got half a yard, maybe 1 yard. And unfortunately, he tried to bounce it back, cut against the grain. He should have just kept coming this direction, and he had some blockers there. He probably got a couple more yards. But, it's one of those split decision things when you see him going. It's like, okay, maybe I can cut back here. It's like, that time they had too much pursuit on the backside, and they shut him down.
Johnny Bez out, bring in a little bit more beef with Freiermuth, and we'll probably throw him in the backfield. We've seen a couple of these kind of double wing sets, and that's what we're going to see here now out of the shotgun. Kind of a close wing tee, but then you modify it to look like it's coming out of a gun. Here is the handoff. We'll come back up the middle, and that'll be plenty because you got big number 1 back there. And this might be one of those games where we might have to use him a little more because this is kind of the between the tackles type of game here. We've seen it on both sides, Jared.
Yeah, you're right, and I think you're right. Initially, we need to see our big man up there pounding away because Simley has so far done pretty good at defending the pass, and so we need to establish run, like you say. And most coaches will say, analysts say, you need to establish a run before you can pass, and that's kind of where we're at right now. If we can get this run established, then it opens up to be able to do more things in the air.
Props to this crowd. Fantastic crowd here tonight at home on a Friday night. Looked like maybe blitz coming again. Instead, pitch it back out right side. Raiders got to go one-on-one here with Fry at the 30, and he's taken down. He's going to lose a yard.
Started out promising. There's a Simley corner that just got double-team destroyed, but unfortunately there's another man waiting behind him, and he was one-on-one with Freiermuth and just couldn't quite get the corner. So a loss of 2 on that one.
Raider fans, big crowd tonight between the band and the kids and the parents. Our side tonight is as full as I've seen it. Well, a couple years, fans, right?
A sea of pink out there.
Double wing again for the Raiders, setting up those 2 tight ends. And then they're going to do a little arena motion out to the left to take a D-back with them, but that didn't really get him on the decoy. And Axel goes up the middle, might have gotten those 2 yards back, but that's it.
Yeah, he got 3, but now we're at 3rd and 9, so that's a long way to go. So essentially what's happening right now is Simley is winning that line of scrimmage up inside. The interior linemen, their defensive linemen are winning that line of scrimmage. And so the Raiders got to find a way to get more push and open up some holes and give your back a 2 or 3 yard head start to get pounding downhill. When he has to start from fresh and there's already penetration by the defensive lineman, it's awful tough to get ahead of steam.
And now the Raiders are in another kind of 3rd and longish situation, and I think we're not going to get that play till the first play of the second quarter. We are through one quarter, 12 minutes, and the Raiders and the Spartans are scoreless. Close game as we would expect. Raiders come back with the 3rd down play on offense when we come back. Raiders, Spartans, scoreless after 1 on KDWA, HCTV, and also all of our folks watching up in the Inver Grove area as well. They called.
Finished 12-2 overall, averaging 26 points per game on offense and surrendering only 11 points per game on defense. 2001 marked the 5th consecutive conference championship and continued a run of what would be 6 section championships in 7 years. This included 2 state runner-up finishes and the 01 state title. Huge crowds followed the Raiders. On the morning of the state quarterfinal game at home, fans came to Todd Field at 6 a.m. to put on blankets to reserve their seats. Hastings defeated the defending state champions from Eden Prairie that evening 24-10. In the state semifinals in the Metrodome, the Raiders scored on their first 6 possessions en route to a convincing 38-14 victory over Rochester John Marshall. In the Prep Bowl final, the Raiders intercepted 5 passes in the game, and Hastings defeated Blaine 28-9 for the state championship. In that game in particular, Adam Roush had a Prep Bowl record with 3 interceptions, and Daniel Wagner set a Prep Bowl record by returning an interception 84 yards for a touchdown.
Back on KDWA and HCTV, also Town Square TV, also picking this game up tonight up there. I want to thank everybody involved tonight for making this work in all facets again. And, of course, not just Jer and Dick here and along with myself, but Hunter Pinky, Kurt Radke, along with Ian Andresak, Mike Bramer, and Max Slocum, all here tonight to make this game go. So thank you to them. It's on their YouTube page. We also put a link to it there on our social medias and all that fun stuff, too, so you'll hear and watch a little bit of everything. They're doing I believe the tackle cancer stuff right now.
This is the recognition of the 2001 state championship team.
No, but right here, I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the field.
Yeah.
The kids here all have buckets. I think some of the JV and some of the 10th grade kids, they have buckets and you know, just raising money, kind of passing the hat, if you will, right now. So they're all doing that right now as we speak, and and then, yeah, like Jerry said, so they did that now. I thought they were going to do that maybe at the halftime break, but they did do some of the honoring. A lot of people here. That was nice to see some of them with their old leather jackets and whatever too, which I think is pretty cool. That one,
you know, it's kind of funny too. They look like a bunch of old men now,
right? Hey, they do, and it probably could still beat a bunch of the teams.
Yeah, well, could be.
Oh my goodness,
there were some athletes on that team.
They were fun to watch. They were. I mean, we were spoiled here for like a 10-year period.
Oh, seriously, the mid-late 90s and the early 2000s, we had just a plethora of athletes.
So fun. Back live here, 3rd down. Raiders need a 1st down, move the chains. 3rd and 9 as we start the 2nd quarter. No score on KDWA and HCTV. Back to pass. Here's Axel Arnold. Pulls it down. He's got room. Comes to your side. Nice little hip check there by Steven Reifenberger. Call that a block, and that'll work.
Yeah, Reifenberger was trying to be careful not to do a block in the back. Yep. He had to get his helmet in front of the shoulder pads of the Simley defender, and he did just that. So it wasn't necessarily a block, as in I'm just going to get in your way, and block his impedance. So that was a good job right there by Reifenberger and Arnold to get that 1st down.
That was as much hockey as it was football. A lot of hip work and being smart, like you said, Jaron, not getting a block in the back, clip some weird thing that will take us back and put us in a bad situation. Instead, he got 1st down and 10 right at the 45-yard line, called the 44, right between the 45 to 44. Now 2 receivers to the right side. 1 in motion is going to be Johnny Bezdacek, and they'll fake the jet. Axel to pass, 1 coming. Now 2. He's in trouble. Passes anyway, and no one there. The only one that could have made a catch was a offensive lineman, and we might get a grounding if somebody spills the beans.
Yeah, plus the fact that how far down the field was he?
Right. They're going to throw it right now.
Yep. I mean, he was too far down the field for a pass, and like you say, threw it to would have been an ineligible. I mean, he's not an eligible lineman to catch the ball, so. Yeah. Take your pick. What's it going to be here?
It's ineligible for sure. Well, yeah. It's because the only one that was there was one of our linemen, and Owen Glade's like, "What are you throwing to me for?"
Yeah, he pulled his hands back like he's playing soccer. It's like, I don't want it.
I'm not going to touch it.
I mean, he knew enough not to touch it, but it didn't matter.
Ineligible man downfield is the call, and the officials back him up. 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, 5 yards. Not too bad. It's better than a holding call for 10. So 1st and 15.
It's not lost it down, too?
Well, the stick marker hasn't moved it. No, because it wasn't. He wouldn't lose it down.
No, lost it down. Okay, so 1st and 15. We'll do it again. Let's make it count. Out of the shotgun, handoff will go to Burrow. Breaks the tackle, comes out left, needs some help. Has Reifenberger pushing him ahead down to 50. Breaks another tackle, and he'll get across midfield. Peyton Burrow made absolutely something out of absolutely nothing, and that was fun to watch, the little fella.
And that worked out really well because it was kind of almost like a delay. He got the ball. First of all, he kind of couldn't find a handle on it. He got it, and by that time, you had some over pursuit by the Simley Spartans, and he just kind of delayed for a second, let him run past him, and then Reifenberger again made that key block, kind of held him up a little bit. He was falling down, and Reifenberger had just enough of a hand to keep his feet and get that for a huge gain. And so now we're at 2nd and 2. That's a fantastic pickup.
10:54 to go here, second quarter, first half, live at McNamara Stadium at Todd Field. Raiders with the football, and out of the shotgun they go. They'll give up the middle to Burrow, and he will fall ahead across the 45 for a first down. That'll be enough. Well, it looks like they're going to be a little meaner with the spot, but it's still first down.
Yep, that'll be a first down, and it's nice now. We've got 3 first downs in a row. We're moving the ball, getting a little bit more comfortable in that offensive phase of the game.
Yep.
Feeling out what's going on there. The offensive linemen are making some more blocks, and we're seeing what's working so far for us.
10:27 to go. First half, second quarter. No score yet. A lot of back and forth between the 20s, but that's about it so far. Charlton in motion across the line to the right side. Axel the pass. Quick little slant is caught by Reifenberger. Falls ahead near first down yardage, gain of 9 around that.
Yeah, about 9 yards. That was a nice job by Reifenberger. Got his big old mitts out there and made a sure-handed catch, and it just turned one-on-one. He tried to beat me, tried to tackle me, whatever, and he made a nice spin move and got another 3 yards. So now you're at 2nd and 1. That's a great play.
Special shout out to our vets tonight, too, who are listening down at the Vets Home in Hastings. I got to make sure that I send that hello out to everybody, and hopefully you're enjoying this one so far, so good. But 0-0, Raiders hoping to score their first one of the game. Reifenberger across the line as a tight end. Back to pass, Axel going right side this time for Bezdacek, and overthrows him into the Simley bench.
Well, and that was probably a good move by Arnold to do that because he was covered very well, and had that ball been on target, it would have been picked off. It would have been a pick 6, actually. So he had to try to go over the top and just adjust his throw a little bit, and it was just a little too much for our guy to run down.
9:24 to go, first half, second quarter. Still no score. It's been more clock running than action tonight, Jared. There really has been. Not many drives for either team.
Well, nothing flashy, but that's okay because we're holding our own right now. We just need a big push up the middle with this one. Just power football.
Double wing out of the gun. And here's Axel. He'll try to run it up the middle, and he's upended as he goes across the 35. But that should be close enough to a first down with where he ended up with his backside falling onto the turf.
Probably first down by half a yard.
Right? Yeah,
there we go. Fourth consecutive first down, so they're moving the chains. That's what we need to do. We did control the clock, control the flow of the game, just keep the thing moving. Down doesn't matter if you get 1 or 5 or 10 or whatever, just keep the chains moving and just get towards that end zone.
Let's keep the ball moving in the right direction at that, too, because the Raiders haven't done a lot of that other side of the, you know what I'm talking about. So let's keep it going. Positive yardage. 3 receivers, trips to the left, 1 to the right side. It's Rico Cooper, one-on-one out of the shotgun is Axel Arnold. And across the line left side, Burrow. Instead, Axel goes off, strong side right. Shot. Did he catch that ball? No, Johnny Bez. They're going to say it hit the ground.
Hit the ground, yep. Great design play. I mean, Simley was all thinking, we're going to the left of the Raiders line, and then Arnold pulled around, just did a pivot, moved out towards the right. So wasn't a whole lot of coverage out there. Unfortunately, he just couldn't make the connection, but it was a great idea.
We'll bring Charlton in. Reifenberger out. Raiders will switch tight ends here, and Axel comes back in with the play. 2nd down and 10. Raiders in Simley territory, called to 34. No score here in the second quarter. 8:43 to go. Plenty of time on the play clock. Handoff will go to Burrow. Big hole that closes pretty quickly. He still gets 4, maybe 5. We'll see where the spot is.
Nice job on that trap play. He just basically held for a second, let the offensive line do the trap, and burst through the hole there and got a nice yardage, nice chunk of yards.
If you're looking across the field, it is not 4th down. It is 3rd and 6.
There we go. I got it right.
Thank you. They might have heard us on the radio over there, too. I heard a rumor that they might be listening to the game over there. So.
You can help them out any way we can, right?
Yeah, that's right.
The chain gang.
8 minutes. Second quarter, first half. Raiders the football. Their second drive. No score. Out of the shotgun, Arnold. 3rd down. Call it 6. From the 30 of Simley. Back to pass, looks left, looking the whole way at Reif, and that one he wants back.
Yep, that time it just went right through the midst of Steven Reifenberger. He was right there. Same kind of play. They're looking for that one-on-one matchup there, and he just tried. You see it so many times. Players, they want to make the move before they catch the ball, and that's one thing we've always said. It's like step 1. catch the ball.
Right.
Then after that, you can do your thing. And if you're looking downfield before you catch the ball, it happens at the pro level too. They right through their hands.
That's exactly what happened.
Well, we're looking, we got good field position here, so we're sitting at Simley's 30, so
Right.
why not go for it?
Yep.
What the heck? I mean, you're in better position now than you were in the first possession that Simley had.
Dick, I'd love to know, Dick Craig and fans, what our fourth down percentage is this year. Here comes a blitz, picked up nicely, plenty of time. Got him, man. Cooper, he's close.
Very close.
Boy, he's close. I think he got it by a yard, a half a yard.
Yep, look at that. Move
Yes.
the sticks.
Rico.
Fifth first down in a row. That's the way to keep that thing moving. That was a great, he got open in spacer, found a spot just to sit down there, caught that pass, and he was hit immediately, but he knew just enough. Get just past that first down marker there to get the first down.
21.5 called to 22. Raiders a first down. New set of downs working between the hashes. One receiver left in a one-on-one situation. That's Reifenberger. They saw that. Who's calling timeout here? That might be Simley. Now they're asking you guys, hey, watch him. They're saying watch him. Watch him. Now wind the clock, he says. He's saying wind the clock, Katie. You got to wind the clock.
Start it.
He says,
yep, start it.
He's looking at me. He thinks it's me. I mean, he's like, yo, Mr. Bauer. Okay, here we go. Well, yeah, there we go. It's just going back and forth there is what it was. Out of the shotgun again. Here is Burrow, who's got nothing. He gets swallowed by Hunter Collins, the junior D tackle. Big number 71. He was there with 64. Orlando Odowai, and both fellas making a big play there when they needed it most, second and long for the Raiders.
And something like that, when they get through that quickly, they guessed, and they guessed right.
Yeah.
They shot a stunt, angle there, and they just guessed right, and it worked out for them. But nothing you can do as far as an offensive lineman. When they take that position there, you're kind of sunk.
See if we can get him back at least here. Again, you're in a spot where you're talking maybe 4-down territory
Right.
anyway.
Oh, certainly. You already showed it, and you got it.
Second and 13 here. Out of the shotgun is Arnold, designed run. He'll run off left. He's trapped, and he's in trouble. Yeah, you lost another yard. This feels like the first drive of the game, first sequence.
Yeah, and that play right there, that design play, he lost his helmet, too, so he has to come out for a play. You have a play like that where it's designed, run off that side, a sweep sort of situation. He made the mistake of stopping.
Right.
You cannot stop. You cannot try to cut back. You just need to stay with it, and hopefully something will happen, because if you stop, the backside help is going to get you, and that's exactly what happened. They ran him down from behind. And, of course, he lost his helmet, so when he coming out for a play here, so, it puts
Danny Milner is in at quarterback. Milner is in at quarterback, number 13 for the Raiders in a 3rd and 13 situation, and they want to send the guns at him. Instead, they're going to do a little end around, and that's going to be picked up by Bizacek at the 25-20, 15-10, 5 down, first down Raiders. What a great time for that. Our quarterback comes out because he needs a new lid, and we pull that off. First down and goal.
So this afternoon I was talking to one of the line coaches. He told me that there was a new wrinkle they had in the playbook. Now there it is. He says, don't tell anybody on the radio. I said, of course I wouldn't tell anybody on the radio, but I knew at some point we'd see that wrinkle, and boy, that worked to perfection. What timing of that play.
That was creativity. And then to execute. I mean, it's one thing to draw it up in practice.
Right.
But to do it on Friday night in front of your biggest crowd.
He's been running really well all week in practice, and they were so excited to try it.
Split backs, again, kind of that modified wing tee. Handoff goes to Freiermuth inside the 5, pushes the pile. Axel at a boy to get another extra yard. We should be at about the 4, maybe the 3 when it's all said and done. But that, look at Fry getting up. He's got his helmet knocked off. This is one of those, we said it before the game, Jared, gritty. Between the tackles, you're not going to get much unless you earn it. And, boy, we're seeing that even inside the 10 here.
Exactly. In a situation like that, you need another back that just gets in his tailpipe and just push. We've seen how many years in a row we've seen just the scrum and just the line moving. That's what we need right here on the ball on the 4-yard line.
Let's move the pile, right?
Second and goal. Let's go, baby.
Again, split backs out of the shotgun. Kind of an awkward formation. Fake the jet left and then curl around. Hits his man Reifenberger. We saw that in week 2, and he gets it again. Same play, other side of the field. It's a 4-yard touchdown. pass between Axel Arnold and Steven Reifenberger. 6 for the good guys. It's 6-0 Raiders.
Nice execution there by the Raiders. You know, they were rolling out to the right, and then Arnold threw back against the grain to the left, and that just throws everybody off on that defensive side for Simley. And Steven Reifenberger just, again, found the spot kind of right out in the open there and made that sure-handed catch for the touchdown.
Reese Fillion on for the extra point attempt. The right-footed kicker wears the number 23 snap spot. Kick is up and good. 7-0, and listen to this crowd.
That's the way to get it
home.
And that's what we're trying to determine here is get a sustained drive, keep working down the field, get those first downs. We ate a lot of clock, which is really nice to get that down there. We're down to 4 minutes left in the first half. But to have that sustained drive like that and get those first downs, awesome.
21 plays. How many yards? Was it like 82 yards? Yeah, 21 plays, 82 yards. You think I'm not talking to Coach Strain about that in the coaches show tomorrow morning? That's one of the longest drives, Jer, we have had in years. And not only that, but it produced a touchdown. And look, there's 4:09 left in the first half.
A sustained drive like that just eats the clock, and it keeps Simley's offense off the field. Simley offense have had some pretty good luck so far. They haven't gotten the pay dirt yet, but they've been doing some things that the Raiders are concerned about. I'm so excited. I'm choking up.
Oh, I am too. I'm talking to everybody in the box saying, just watching, and we've talked about this, Jerry. I mean, you go back to the 8-2 season a few years ago,
yep.
and every one of those games, even though Corbin LaFleur might have taken one to the yard, or, you go down the line, there was so many guys, and it seemed like every game somebody made that impact play.
Yeah.
And in this team, you're kind of seeing that same thing where everybody wants to make that play, but they're not forcing it. They could have panicked after their first couple of drives, and what they just did right there shows a mature team, Jared. Kick end over end will be taken at the 5, off left, slowly coming to the line, and then towards the 20, and it's going to end up being a big special teams hit. Is that Painter? I think it was Painter 6. It was. On the return.
One more thing on that last drive, too. What I've seen through the years and what I'm seeing right now, it's so much fun to see Coach Cook developing as an offensive coordinator, too.
Right.
Throwing in some wrinkles that it's not just line, tackle, jet, sweep, punt. He's throwing so many more plays and so many more wrinkles at that defense that they're not sure. They can't go, well, we know what Raiders' offense is. Now they have to guess, and it's working well for the Raiders.
And the coaches, and people don't see this, they've been dealing with trying to get their video stuff set up and all sorts of other things here, and it hasn't been working right. So these coaches have been trying to coach, but also trying to hook a bunch of stuff up. I'm like, boy, we feel that pain being in radio. We know exactly what they're going through, but well, it looks like we're going to get, Katie, they're talking, yeah, right here. 5, 10 seconds. He wants it at 3:54. He wants the clock at 3:54, yep. There you go. There we go. Ball is at the 23 of Simley. They're working left hash. So we're not going to get a formation yet because Coach Strain wants to confirm with the white hat that the clock to where they're going to start is same to what they have on the field because, as Jared knows, the head official already has time anyway. So he's kind of keeping, same in soccer, they always keep a clock of their own to keep it close anyway. Here's a handoff. And he just gets punished. Absolutely hammered on the jet sweep. Johnny Charlton alongside, who is that? Thomas Reifenberger again. He has been everywhere. Johnny just flushed him over to Thomas Reifenberger. Tommy comes in, the junior puts the smackdown on.
Tommy cleared his block nicely and just boom, right in the letters. That was a nice form tackle. Took him right to the turf before he get even going.
I don't think Goggins wants to see either 5 or 42 the rest of the game. He's taking shots from each of those guys so far, and he don't want anything else.
Not open field, that's for sure.
We have seen those two guys lay the wood to people, and that was just one example. Out of the shotgun again. Renslow sends a man in motion, fake the jet. Looking to pass right the whole way, he is flushed out of the pocket. He'll put the pass up, and it's almost intercepted, and it's Benny Clemens, who seemingly has been in the right spot at the right time all year. He was there, and it looks like the younger of the Charltons, and Luke also was in the vicinity.
Clemens Clemens is 6'1", he needed to be 6'5". Another couple inches, he would have had that. It just skirted over top of his fingertips.
He has played so well positioning-wise all season long.
Yeah, perfect position in that play as well.
Yeah, it might have. Yeah, Jicklo. Yeah, you're right too. Yeah, one of their top receivers as well. And that's they got to. I mean, there's athletes on the outside. The Raiders got to realize that. That's not the last time they're going to see that. Man in motion, Painter, speaking of athletes, looking left side. Renslow puts up a pass off his back foot, underthrows it, popped in the air, and Benny Clemens gets it this time. Interception, Hastings. And after being foiled the last 2 weeks, in week 3, Benny Clemens gets his interception. It's Hastings football, near midfield, 2:50 to go first half.
They call that Tuesday tip drill. That's what they do on Tuesdays. They do tip drill. They do that all the time, working on that play and try to get, figure out how you can get that ball. It's up in the air. Who's got it? Who's got it? And Clemens came down with that ball. It was an awesome job there to pull that thing and stay in bounds because it was so close to the sideline. He made the catch, hauled it in there, stayed in bounds. Raiders are in great field position now on their own 49-yard line. They will be driving with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first half. We need to punch it in again.
We have it at our own 49, as Jerry said, short field. 2:50 to go. I mean, that's plenty of time, right? If you get anything, we'll take any points here going into halftime. Out of the shotgun, Axel Arnold. He'll work the right hash, right on the hash marks. He'll hand off to Burrow. Get outside, buddy. And he's going to get chased. He's in trouble. Needs to find that side. Yeah, got about a yard. He might have grabbed him a little high, too. Nice tackle, though, by Tariq Chandler. Pursuit, man. Those guys are so fast in space.
They're quick. Yeah, they can get out outside in a hurry. And so he got 1 yard and, a lot of real estate for 1 yard.
Well, if anybody can do that, it's those legs right there because Peyton can wheel with the best of them in the league. So we'll take the one.
Well, and where we're at right now, I mean, it's probably a good thing he did get out of bounds.
Right.
If we get down the field a little bit more, then you want to keep that clock going. But at this point, we're right here at the midfield stripe. You want to maybe save a little time for your offense here.
Don't you smell a Johnny Bez explosion again?
That'd be fun.
We're kind of in that spot. They're playing a little up on the coverage. 2:45 to go. No, we're going to go to Peyton up the middle. We'll take that. A couple more yards. We're at 3rd and 5.
Yep, 3rd and 5.
But we're in the Simley territory, and we got plenty in the playbook here.
Yeah, that's right. And timeout, Simley.
They think they're going to get it back, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Let's foil that idea.
That's okay. Coach Cook's coming out saying, okay, boys, let's settle down. Or offensive line, make sure you do your blocks. Let's make this happen. You get a first down here, and you're in good position.
Second quarter, first half. 2:29 to go here. Hastings leading at 7-0. The first quarter was 0-0, but then Steven Reifenberger at 4:09 here. This second quarter, a 4-yard pass from Axel Arnold, Reese Philly, and the extra point. And that capped off a 21-play, 82-yard drive that Dick Craig will tell us much more about here during the halftime stats, and he'll have everything for us coming up here. But man, oh man, a great just team drive. Guys on the line were fantastic, giving Axel opportunities to pass, but not only that, opening enough holes to get them first downs on the ground. And that's kind of the big play here. I mean, big play. Well, it is a big play, but, you want to get a first down here. I mean, this is a spot, Jerry, where, if you get to 4th and 1 or 4th and 2, with 2 something you want to. So that might be more of an easy decision to maybe pooch it down to the 10-5.
If you don't get this play right here, I definitely think you need to pooch it because you got to because they're going to call a timeout. Somebody's going to call a timeout. So we need to pooch it down, get them deep. So with less than 2.5 minutes left, they have to go the whole length of the field. That's a good, I think, solid defensive play if we don't convert here on 3rd down.
Well, let's just get the first down,
Let's just make it academic here, and let's do it.
Reifenberger split out to the left, short side. 2 out to the right, including Bezdechuk in the slot. Rico split out wide to the right side. Out of the shotgun will be Axel Arnold. Barking out the call. We moved early. Peyton took a little...
little stutter step, missed the snap count. Boy, I know that happens. You get all excited and you forget what number the snap is on. So back him up 5 yards. So now you got 3rd and 10, 11, 10 and a half.
That's kind of a crucial penalty because 3rd and 5 to 3rd and 11, 3rd and 10.
Yeah, because now it changes your play call.
Right.
Totally changes your play call. And so now you got to get a big chunk of yardage here. And if not, definitely have to
Yeah,
punt it away.
now you're back on the other side.
Yep, has to go. But let's just convert it here and move it forward.
4 and 11, 2:29 to go. We'd like to kill this clock and score some points. Here comes the blitz. Big trouble. Deep pass. Reifenberger was actually messed with there. I'm sure that it was legal, though, as there was an official there. Axel took a big hit, and that time Simley converts the blitz that caught the Raiders a little flat-footed, and now it's 4th and 11.
Yep, good time for a blitz there. He came through unchecked, and Axel just had to chuck that ball. I mean, there's no chance that Steven could even catch that thing. He just chucked it up there, and there was enough coverage. There wasn't really any pass interference. There was guys he ran into, and nothing he could do about it. All right, need a big foot here.
Guys, look at the skilled guys out there right now, though. Right?
Well,
Johnny Charlton back at the 35. You got some good guys out there in punt coverage. Johnny will kick it. It's a wobbler. Let's see where this ends up. He'll catch it on his knees at about the 25 and a half. So Painter, fair catch, 2:19 to go. And now Simley will get a shot to, score here. But don't the Raiders get the football anyway to open the second half?
Yes, they do.
We do, don't we?
Yes,
so,
they do.
Stop them?
Right.
Let's get the football to start the half.
No.
Didn't we?
Hastings had first possession.
Did we?
I believe we did have first possession because Simley
Yes,
picked
we
it
did.
up.
You're right. Because that was a shorter kick off the right side.
Yep, that little pooch kick there.
You're right.
So Simley has to go, 74 yards here in 2 minutes and 19 seconds?
Yep. Out of the shotgun, Renslow, 2 to each side. He'll work towards the left hash. They'll fake the jet, given the interior, a little counter play, which will get him about 8 yards.
It's a good chunk of change there, but it's in the middle. They kept him in bounds, and so the clock will keep ticking. So that's, I guess, the one good thing. We got to tighten it up a little bit. You can't have that big of a hole.
We're getting asked about updates from Amory. I don't have one yet. Here's a pass left side. It's caught near the sidelines, which would stop the clock, and a flag comes in at the end, and that's going to be personal foul. Personal foul.
Unfortunately, that's unfortunate. You got a personal foul call there. That's just going to move him right down the field. Extra 15 yards on top of that.
And it looked like from the celebration that it's against Hastings.
I would guess that'd be the case. Luke Charlton was out there, and it might have been called on him. I don't know. It's a tough call because the receiver is still fighting as he was going out of bounds, and so what's the defender supposed to do? Kind of a judgment call, I guess, out there for the officials.
1:49 to go. And this is going to be a pain in the side here because you don't want to give them any extra, let alone 15-yard field position bonuses.
Ouch. So 3 plays, they've moved about 30 yards. That's tough to swallow there, getting closer to the half. Ball on the Hastings 42-yard line.
Out of the gun. Renslow has a man there with him. He'll give to Duval, and he will be wrapped up by Freiermuth after a gain of 2. Very nice tackle there. Johnny Charlton also in the neighborhood. Minute 39 to go.
Not giving him too much there. That's a good job at just and keeping him inbound, so the clock is still ticking. So we're down to 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the first half.
Hurrying to the line, Renslow again. He'll hand off again to Duval. He's trying to get out of bounds. Breaks a tackle. He'll get a first down and more. Left side keeps going. Chugs through the 20 to the 15. And he's out of bounds there. And here's Simley knocking on the door right before halftime.
Well, they're making it interesting, that's for sure. That was a nice run off tackle out there, and he got the outside edge and got some extra yards. Now the Raiders are really going to have to get tough. They're getting their backs against the wall here with 1 minute and 17 seconds left. Let's hope they can hold them. Got to keep them in bounds. That's the main thing. Keep them in bounds.
And they got everything they wanted and then some on that particular play. Duval's biggest gainer tonight. It is 7-0 Hastings. The score coming in the second quarter. Reifenberger, Steven, a 4-yard touchdown pass from Axel Arnold. The Reese Fillion kick was good. But here, Simley at the Hastings 18. And they'll hand off up the middle. Nothing. Freiermuth, great tackle, wraps him up, throws him down. Kennedy is also in the area. Reifenberger, Thomas, that is in the area as well. But right there, you're not getting through that grasp at number 1.
No way. He shut him down right there.
He's possessed tonight defensively, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody gets near him.
He's been a great game. And more importantly, now it's 2nd and long with 52 seconds left here.
Right.
They're running out of time here. One more stop we need out of these guys. Let's go, boys.
We haven't seen a fumble yet, have we? Back to pass into the back of the end zone. Great job defensively by Danny Milner. Terrific play, getting the hand up in the face of Jicklow. There's nothing he could do.
And he was stride for stride, and he had his head turned back towards the quarterback. He knew exactly where he was, and when the ball was delivered, he just put that old mitt up there and knocked it away. So that was a great play by little Mr. Milner.
Renslow comes back into the huddle. 35 seconds to go first half. Second quarter. 3rd and 13. They need a first down before they score, and I think the Raiders want to get a look.
Yep.
They will take a timeout. We'll keep it here for a moment.
Good idea. Get a timeout there and just make sure we know what we're doing. We're clear on all our assignments. Make sure the receivers are covered. Nobody gets slipped outside. And, you know, with the ball on a 21-yard line, it's a great time just to make sure we know exactly what we're doing and where everybody's going to go.
And we will talk to our defense here. We'll make some substitutions.
Looks like Ben Witt just checked in, number 50 for Pacer Rubel.
Yep. Pacer, even into his junior season, is really continued to grow. You know, we've seen that with him, you know, especially throughout this season. A couple other guys, though, have really impressed me. The one, Kennedy, we saw him come up and make a play. I mean, he didn't play any varsity last year, and he came up, made some nice plays, not only on defense but on special teams last week, returned the opening kickoff for the Raiders and gave Hastings some good starting field position there. Here we go. 3rd and 13 from the Hastings 21. Simley with the football.
Beautiful. That's what we needed.
Jicklow was halfway back to Inver Grove Heights, and they threw the flag.
I think you wanted to hurry up and get to the hot dog stand before everybody else did.
That actually sounds pretty good right now, to be honest. But I am. And either that or you're smelling the place across the street, which always is fragrant, too. Oh,
tasty, I'll say that.
For sure. 35 seconds to go. Out of the shotgun again after the 5-yard penalty, 3rd and 18. Renslow, left side, puts it up. He's got Jicklow, but he overthrows him. Actually threw it out of bounds. It was uncatchable anyway. 4th down.
Yeah, he had to get rid of that. Again, Frymouth came in and kind of a wildcat blitz there, the delayed blitz, and their quarterback had to chuck it up there, and Jicklow just couldn't get to it. It was out of bounds. So that's a beautiful job by the Raiders defending that. 4th down and 20. I suppose they just take a shot at the end zone. What the heck?
The Spartans this year, kicking-wise, Marios Makar has made 2 extra points this year, and that's it. So it's not like they've been seasoned in the kicking game.
No, exactly.
And I don't know much about Makar or his leg strength, or I'm not going to lie about it either. But
Number 8, Will Meyer just checked in for the Raiders. Ben Witt checking out. Well, again, you can't have a defensive breakdown.
And here, you bring Benny out because you know Will give you a little more patrolling in the middle because of passing situation.
Right.
Obviously, you're going to want to get some of those long arms.
Yeah,
and
you need a little bit more speed.
Yep.
Benny's not the quickest guy in the world. You know, he's a good run stopper, but you need somebody with a little bit more athleticism out there on the open field.
Senior leadership, bring Will back out, so he will work somewhere either as an outside linebacker here, or they'll maybe even let him drop back into the secondary here, and he'll kind of work as a linebacker.
Yeah, outside linebacker, covering one of the man out here on the trips right.
3 to the right, as Jerry mentioned. 1 to the left, that's Jicklow. We'll watch him. And now there's probably a timeout, right? Who are we whistling?
Another timeout for the Raiders.
Timeout, Raiders.
Yep. So we're out of timeouts, but it doesn't matter. It's 28 seconds. So we just want to make sure we got everything dialed in here. We have the coverage. No mental mistakes.
Well, and that's it. I mean, if you have the timeouts to do it and make sure it's right, or get as close as we can. You know, Jer kids, and we think we got it ready to go.
And that's the thing, though, with the high school kids, you need to make darn sure that you've covered every base, because they're high school kids. They make mistakes sometimes. They forget, you know.
Coach Fritzy's pretty animated. He really has an idea here on 4th down. And you know, Jared, play center field. I mean, you got to hold them in front of you.
Yep.
And you almost have to treat the down marker, I don't want to say as the goal line here, because in all honesty, 28 seconds, I mean, either way, even if they do get a first down, they're still working with minimal clock.
Right, but Simley also has 2 timeouts left.
Sure, that's true,
so
too.
they've got 2 timeouts. So if they hit that first down marker, they got 2 timeouts to work with. So
you almost have to defend that.
Yeah, you do have to defend that marker, and that's where they are right now. They're right on that marker, on that 8-yard line.
It's almost a soccer formation. It's like playing 3-4-4 or something like that. 28 seconds to go. First half, 4th and 18. Simley will go with a bubble screen right, trying to get into space, and they're going to get out of bounds, but the Raiders are going to get this football back.
Get it back on
Don't
bounds.
get a late hit, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, look at the coaches are saying, come on, guys. Coach Fritzy's like, let's go, boys. Come on.
Let them go. Get them up. Yep, exactly.
Okay, so hey, that's what we needed, Jared. I mean, are we going to give them the ball to start the second half on the kickoff? Sure.
That's okay.
But defense doing business again tonight.
They're doing a good job. They're doing just enough to, like you said, they've been bending but not breaking all night long so far. And, you're going to hold them to a goose egg in that first half. And the Raiders get the ball back 19 seconds. I would think they just kind of sit down on it and call it a half. Let's go in with a 7-point lead and take a little break. Get ready for half number 2.
Yep. Kind of a little look at what we had last week, Jared.
Yep.
I mean, there's a lot of
7
similarities.
Yep.
Knee that down, and we're going to go to the halftime break.
There we go.
And let's run this baby down.
There we go. Now we can, yep.
So we will take a break here for halftime. To Craig Stats will be coming up. Jerry's going to go get popcorn. And we'll have more in just a moment from Todd Field. A festive evening, and the Raiders have a 7-0 lead at the break. More after this on KDWA and HCTV. And welcome back, everybody, to McNamara Stadium at Todd Field. Nick Tuckner, Jerry Rupp, Dick Craig, host of many others here as we bring you all of your Raider fun on a Friday night, our first Friday night game of the year. We've had a couple of Thursdays, but now we feel like we're back in our element once again. And just to have the guy to my right back with me as well makes it feel that much more regular, normal, however it might be. And we've had at least a half of fun. It was a quick moving half of fun, and we'd appreciate that again in the second. I know that, but I also think that these boys want to play a quick half, because when they were playing fast, Jared, they just looked like that they were running the game. You got to get out there, and you got to be the ones controlling offensively, defensively, and right here as we kick it off on special teams.
Exactly, and that's exactly what we're doing in that first half. They were controlling the ball. Hastings was moving down the field. Yep. Nice drive, like you said. 82-yard drive. Was it how many?
21 plays, 82
plays.
yards. Ball's in the air. Painter takes. Actually, it's not. Yeah, it is Painter up left side. He's got room, and he gets to the 25, to the 30, spins away near his bench. Raiders got to be careful towards that line. We've seen Laundry already. Nothing that time, but a nice return by Josh Painter. We've talked about him a couple times. One of their very good multi-sport athlete type of guys.
Yeah, nice return there by the Simley returner, and he's going to set up shop, or Simley's going to set up shop, kind of similar to what Hastings did in the first half in the 31-yard line. Hastings had their first possession at 33. So it's a good field position for Simley to see if they've figured anything out in the first half in the locker room and trying to come up with some sort of wrinkle.
7-0. Raiders have the lead. We just begin half number 2, third quarter. Handoff will go back up the middle, and that will gain a couple. Some words exchanged. Johnny Charlton kind of gets in there having a word, kind of a tap on the shoulder with one of the Simley guys, too. His big Jabril Berry was right there, too.
I'm sure the offensive line coach for Simley is challenging his players. Come on, we need to move some bodies out there. Let's go get the moving company going here.
They want to be nastier, I think, in the second half.
Yeah, I want to get some smash mouth football going.
They will go 2 to each side again out of the gun. Very similar to some of the things you'll see Hastings do. Speaking of that, there's a handoff to Duval, and he'll get a couple. The ball came out. 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 It's Hastings football. Yes! Hastings football. Johnny Charlton has it. And Duval might still be down. He took a hit, and I'll tell you what, the hits the Raiders have put on guys tonight, Jerry Rupp, I ain't surprised. There might be a fella on the turf.
Yeah, they're laying the leather on Simley Spartans. And I think he got hit kind of awkwardly because he was kind of pulled to one side and he was off balance and he got tagged again, and that's when he lost that football. But that thing squirted out about 3 yards downfield before Charlton fell on top of it.
Jerry, we'll have to take an injury timeout and a little bulletin there to our folks at HCTV. We'll have to take a quick break. We'll come back with more in just a moment. Injury timeout on KDWA and HCTV. All right.
That doesn't look good for him.
No. Who is that? What number? It is Duvall, too.
Yes, Duvall. Yeah.
We'll be back with you folks on video here in just a second. Going to join our radio listeners. It was Duvall who was taken off with trainer and coaches, and he didn't look very good either. Hopefully he is okay.
Looked like right ankle for sure.
Right. I need to give an update. I've had many people texting me and asking me about the Prescott game up in Amory. Prescott leading 28-0 at halftime. Aiden Russell over 100 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns. Cole Dravis a pick 6, and Justin Severson a long touchdown reception. 28-0 Cards. Handoff goes here to Peyton Burrow. Bounces off one side. Now has room left. The 40, 35, 30. Breaks a tackle. 20, 15, 10. Touchdown! Peyton Burrow rips it off. Big touchdown, Hastings.
That's exactly what we needed off that fumble recovery. Make them pay, and that's exactly what we did. Burrow went into the right side of the line, bounced off a couple guys, realized nothing happened there, so he came back outside to the left. He got a little bit of a corner there, and Reifenberger was out there blocking, just trying to create some interference, and Burrow just outran him.
That's what he can do in space. 41 yards to pay dirt. And now it will be Fillion on for the extra point. The Raiders are just happy in the stands right now, jumping in their pink here on Tackle Cancer Night. Snap, spot better, kicks even better. We'll take it, 14-0 Raiders, 10:20 to go. And like you said, Jer, you get the big turnover, and then you get the big play. That's exactly what these fellas needed at home.
Make them pay, baby.
Now we come back, big kickoff too. Want to cover this one up too, Jer. Kind of keep them deep now and let the defense just do what they've been doing.
That's right. Now that Simley's down 2 scores, so far they haven't shown a whole lot to get down the field. So, if the Raiders, with 2-score lead here now, they can just, pin the ears back, get in there, and get some things done.
Was that the first play of the drive?
Yes.
1 play, 31 yards. Okay.
That helps the stats just a titch.
Yeah. That's Peyton Burrow's longest touchdown run this season. 1 play, 41 yards. Snap of the fingers, and one of the Raiders' speediest to the downs. And a couple of broken tackles. His shiftiness kind of got him into some space in the final 15 yards.
Yeah, I mean, Stephen Reifenberger was creating interference there. He was just kind of,
Good interference, by the way.
What I mean is that, he was just, keeping his man in front of him, and the guy couldn't go anywhere because he's backpedaling. Yep. And Burrow just cut back inside and made a man miss, and he was gone.
Big touchdown run for the Raiders, breaking a big play here after the turnover, being another one, back-to-back big plays. And Reese, he's a pull early. Onside kick, ball's loose, Tony Rife has it. We got the football again. We tried it last week. It almost worked. Oh, this time it really works. Jerry Rupp. The Spartans were sleeping, and now they're angry. How about that?
Wow, that was something right there. And their up man, he should have fallen on it. I'm not sure what he was doing, but he kind of biffed it off his numbers there, and he just couldn't quite get the handle on it. I think it was Tariq Chandler was from Simley and just couldn't get the handle on it. Our guys, once he touched the ball, we just pounded him, and then the ball was floating around free. Who got the recovery?
They said could have been Milner who ended up getting the ball.
Okay.
It was Milner. Milner with the fumble recovery. He has had a couple big plays. That remember the defensive play,
right
in the end zone.
He's having himself a game,
man. Only a junior. Out of the shotgun now. Again, kind of those dual wing backs. Pass put up. Oh, right, 1-on-1. He overthrew him though, and it's intercepted. Intercepted there by Latavian McCoy. He'll come back near side. Better get a bounty back here. He'll work near side, cuts through everybody, gets out to the Hastings 40-yard line.
Yeah, that's kind of a tough call right there. You know, you try and go for Pater and put the final stake in the coffin, but maybe just a little too early for that. Should have maybe tried a little bit more ball control. But, you know, hey, Raiders defense have done well so far. They've shut them down, and hopefully we'll be able to do that again. But great field position for Simley Spartans. They're on the Raiders' 39-yard line, and we'll see if they can get a drive going.
So right after the onside kick, successful. Man, think about that, though. 3 big plays in a row.
Yeah.
The fumble recovery, the run by Peyton, and then an onside kick recovery. I mean, come on. 2 receivers to each side. Simley, the football back, though. Short field, 39-yard line of Hastings. Handoff will go up left side. It's going to be David Goggins. He's not going to get anything. Nope. Johnny Charlton's all over him like glue. He had some help there with Fryermuth, who's been just a beast all night long, too.
Nice job by Charlton there. He wrapped him up around the waistline and just kind of, spun him around, slowed him down enough to get some help from his buddies, and that's what you need to do. You need some gang tackling. And when a guy gets space, you got to slow him down and get your buddies to help you out. Initial penetration, so important. What your friends do around you is even more important, and that's what we saw right there. And trust.
You
trust your teammates.
Yep, that they're going to be there and trust that they are. And like you said, Jer, number 1's been a great factor in doing that. Now, Duvall is back. He might have had a cramp. Off the field he comes with a gain of 7. So now about 3rd and 3, I should say.
He's still hobbling on that ankle a little bit. But he's trying to make it a game. And he's a gamer. There's no doubt about that.
We'll see if, with Duvall a little banged up, if they maybe elect to go to some more jets to Painter. And, we saw earlier, too, that McKnight got a carry, but he was really banged up after he got popped by Johnny Charlton, too. 2 receivers to each side, ball at the 32 of Hastings, 8:50 to go, 3rd quarter. And he tried taking the ball back. He did, too. Quarterback running out left side, going to run out of room. And that's not going to work. That was kind of an option sell, but Danny Miller in space makes a great tackle. Had some help there as Reifenberger came over to make sure he got the job done, forcing 4th down here.
Yep, just a complete miscue between the quarterback and the running back for Simley. They just, the quarterback wanted to pull the ball back, but running back wanted it too. So when you can't have that happen, and it just slowed them down just enough. The Raiders defense were able to recover and get outside and just run them out.
Could be an early play of the game now for the Raider defense here in the second half.
This is a big must for the Simley Spartans right now.
Short side, 2 receivers left. Near side, 1 receiver, Painter in motion. Give up the middle, and that second push, I don't think got it anyway.
I think he's a yard short.
No. Not at 30. They needed the 29, and I don't think they got it.
Nope, 30.
Yep. Raiders are going to get the football back. This is our defense.
Hot dog.
This is our defense. I'm sorry, but this is our defense, Jerry Rupp. This is what we have been doing, and this is what we continue to do.
Oh, look out there. Charlton just about ran over one of the zebras. We're excited. Put a little pat on the patoot and said, I'm sorry about that.
Sorry, Mr. Maurer. We'll move on. Yeah, he's all right. So another turnover on downs. What a great stop. Who got the first hat on that? Who did Manny announce is making that stop? Who did you have on that stop? What number? I asked you a bad question, didn't I?
It was blue. It was blue.
It was blue. It was a blue guy. The Raiders stop.
It was a gang stop.
Yeah. A plethora. That's a Dick Ray. Yep. There we go.
Yep.
So the ball's at the 30. Raiders get it back 3rd quarter. 7:52 to go. Raiders leading 14-0. Man in motion across the line. Fake the handoff. Axe takes it himself up the middle. 35. Oh boy. To the 40. Keep falling ahead, buddy. He might have had the first down. I think he got it.
Yep. I think he got it. Oh, we got another player down for Simley.
Oh no. No, they don't need any of their guys down
51
on the line either, especially, now they got Kofi Madenko. Another injury. Another break, fans. We're going to have to break, come back in just a moment. 7:41 to go here in quarter number 3. And it's 14-0 Raiders. I'm going to see if they're going to bring him up. We don't want to, we won't need to take a break here, folks. Sorry if I deked out Hunter with cable.
Well, it's good, though, to see him get up and walk on his own power.
Goodness.
Nobody helping him out, so that's good. Probably just had a little bit of a twist there where he get tied up in the line.
The one thing we aren't seeing maybe as much of, though, Jared, last week, the cramping, especially they said, was unbelievable. Sure. How many kids were going down with cramps. And there was Raiders that were literally stopping to help the Apple Valley players after the plays to help them stretch it out. It was one of the coolest sportsman-like things, but I felt so awful because it was like every play. But again, hats off to the Raiders. I just thought that was so cool last week.
Yep, exactly. That's class. That's sportsmanship right there. 2
receivers left, 1 to the right. Man in motion across the line is Reifenberger. High snap, and now Burrow will cut back into the middle. 50, midfield, 40, 45. And gets spun down, but I think they both got enough of each other. Great tackle by McCoy, but a wonderful run by Peyton Burrow, who's having one of his most fun games as a Raider tonight.
Latavian McCoy took a face mask full. That was a great run by Burrow. And at the very end, it's like, you're not going to hit me. I'm going to hit you, and you're going to pay for taking me down. And he certainly did. He knocked him into the next county.
Burrow is exactly a light version of Maurice Jones-Drew. Short to the ground. But you get that helmet and anything up in the chest, you are not going to feel anything but pain. And Burrow did that with a 40 going into McCoy, who slowed him down to make the tackle. Reifenberger, Steven across the line. Handoff, fake it. No, it's going to be Axe. He's got room. He's got a man, too. He's got him. He's got Bez. 10, 5. Is he in? Touchdown, Raiders! Johnny Bezdacek, 37 yards for a score. And the Raiders do it again with offense. It's 20-0.
Beautiful play of misdirection. They faked toward the right. Looked like the handoff was going to go towards the right side of the Raiders line, and then he doubled back, kind of a naked boot there for a second. Pulled up to pass, and he found Bezdacek wide out in the open, just coming across on the flat. Nice shot to him. Found a way just to get inside that pylon down there for the score. This is they're taking control here. The Raiders are on offense are really finding their rhythm, and they're getting this job done. Make a believer, people.
Reese Fillion for the extra point to make it 21-0. Get a good snap this time. That's better. Kicks up, kick the laces, and still got it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, well.
Raiders are having some fun here. That was a terrific drive again.
And
4 plays, 70 yards, and they just, again, smart line play. Yeah. I mean, the line, the guys are giving Axe time. In the backs, the backers, the guys playing H-back, the Reifenbergers, that stuff's not going to be talked about all the time, but Jerry, you and I have seen enough in the dungeons type of football. That's what's getting this job done offensively.
Oh, seriously, and I tell you what, I mean, the sell job they did on that to go to the right, they had Simley suckered totally going toward the right. When Axel turned around that naked bootleg there for about 5 yards, they totally going the wrong direction. And so I just bought him the time. And like I said, Bezdacek flying across the flat there in space, no one back there, one-on-one, made that play. It was awesome.
Raiders, man, oh man, that's what we want. I mean, how do you respond after what you did last week defensively? Did enough offensively. We got better offensively as the game's gone on, and now we've kind of done that again here.
Well, and the other thing, too, is I think a lot of even Raider faithful was last week a fluke. They're proving tonight it was not a fluke. This team is for real.
Still got a lot of time.
Yep.
But you got to like what we're seeing and hearing, folks. Here's Reese's kick. Line drive. End over end beauty at the 2. He almost went down on a knee. That would have been fun. Coming back near side, it's McCoy. He's got room 25. You're the 30, 35, 40, 45. Reese Fillion, our kicker, makes the tackle. I love it. Nearing midfield. But there's our kicker. And look at him get up. Look at him get up off the bottom of the pile. And it's Reese Fillion, and he's getting his...
He got the spot.
You can't believe it.
Heck yeah. Look at him go.
Get your fans up. Oh, they're all coming over and blasting him.
Easy, guys. That's your kicker. You don't get a concussion.
Heck of a hit. He's a concussion. What? You see me just deliver that hit? Oh, that's great.
Rumor earlier in the week that he had a bad ankle. Well, he's proven right now that ankle is just fine. He got out there. He's kicking. He's tackling. He's doing everything that a kicker needs to do.
And now the Raider fans. I mean, Jer, we have not seen life in our kids like this and Todd Field in 2 years, buddy. I mean, this is so special right now, what we are seeing and just watching, and this is why we do it, buddy. I hate to say that all the time. Sounds so cliche, but man, oh man, is it true tonight. Out of the shotgun. Look for the pass. Left side screen. Caught by Jicklow. Trying to get him in space, but not a lot. He's still going to get 5. Nice athletic move to jump across that 45 or right around it. RJ, very good basketball player. We've watched him the last couple seasons. He's dynamic, too, in football. We've known, this is the guy that, he's one of them you're going to have to hold down.
Tell you what, Danny Milner saved a touchdown. He had him
How
run
many
the leg.
times has he saved touchdowns?
Seriously, he had him run the leg, and he hung on just long enough, otherwise he would have been gone.
2nd down and 5 from the 45. Raiders. It's Simley handing off up the middle to Duval, and he'll fall ahead near first down yardage, so another 5 or so maybe. I think he's going to be just a half yard short.
Just a half yard short, yep.
Yep.
But now you look at this, 3 scores down, the clock is going to start playing an extra adversary to Simley. They can't afford to take long drives because they're going to run out of time, especially with the way the Raiders are responding on offense.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like no matter the troops we have out there, they're ready to go. And that's something to preparation. You can't not say good things about our coaching staff here. 3rd and very short, power I. They'll give up the middle to Duval, who will get the yard necessary. Give him 2.5.
That's okay.
Yep.
You know, give him that fresh set to give him 2.5. But again, we're watching the clock tick down.
I know Dan in Invergrove Heights, he's been listening and watching us all night long, and it's fun when they can pick up some of the mics and stuff that's and they get to be kind of part of the game.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
Oh, I'm glad you're having fun at home, buddy. Sorry you can't be here, but glad that you're able to tune in. 4:58 to go, 3rd quarter. Same with everybody tonight. We got a big crowd listening and watching tonight. Oh, bad snap! And it's going to go. I don't know if was that supposed to be a direct snap or what was that supposed to be?
No, I think it was just a bobbled
snap.
He just didn't get it off the carpet. Just kind of fluttered back there.
Well, McCoy was ready, and he makes the recovery. But, boy, that could have been bad news.
Yep.
Trying to get some scores, but fans, I mean, my goodness. I mean, trying to go through Twitter and get scores of high school football when you know the people you cover are all high school football people.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you get some of those small schools like Dick. I'm surprised I haven't gotten a Nevis. Yeah, Nevis. Come on, man. Clock running here with 4:18 to go, 3rd quarter. 2nd and 13. Handoff Duval left. He's just doesn't got the push that he had earlier. And a nice play by Hastings, and he's not going to get back to that line.
Well, and that's a great defensive adjustment for Hastings. You know, they figured out their down linemen are getting there, and they're getting penetration. They're slowing it down. You know, the offensive linemen for Simley just aren't getting a job done right now like they did the first couple possessions they had in the first half. So if the Raiders can get that penetration or their D-line, that frees up their linebackers to come in and clean it up, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now.
A slow-moving 3rd quarter, but the Raiders have really taken a hold of this game with 2 big offensive scores and the defense continuing to do what they do. Pass on the left side, Duval on the screen. He will get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now it's really decision time here for the coaching staff because you're talking at the 40 or so. It looks like they might have bring in the special teams unit here, and the Raiders might have just had a nice little stand here.
Yeah, I think so. You know, if it was just a little farther down in the game, you'd have to go because down 3 scores, you have to take a chance. But at this point, they can still play a little conservative, pin us deep, and see if they can get a stop. You know, never know, a fumble here or another intercepted pass. I mean, I'm sure that's what they're hoping for, some kind of turnover that they can take advantage of.
Painter will be in the punting spot. Now, I don't know if there's any chicanery planned here. Raiders have already burned Simley on an onside. I don't know if anything might be in play for Painter here. Near midfield, off the toe, end over end, kind of a wobbler. That's not going to be fun because the Raiders are going to get the ball way deep in their own end. Probably the 8, 7-yard line. Okay.
Yep.
That's where it starts, Raiders. And, that's fine because, if we want to go ahead and go 21 plays, 82 yards, or, well, it'd be 90-some yards now. But if we want to do one of those 20-some-odd play drives, we're going to be to Green Mill for a pizza here before long. Here.
Oh, seriously. I mean, if that happens, that would be the final nail right there. So the Raiders, I mean, they've got a daunting task ahead of them here, sitting down there at the 7.5-yard line. But the way they've been moving the ball so far, field position has not mattered to them. It's just they just get in here and get it done.
Raiders lead here 21-0. Prescott leading in Amory 28-0 at halftime. They're looking to go to 4-1, and if the Cardinals win tonight, they're one win away from against conference opponents from qualifying for the state tournament for the first time in 7 years.
Wow.
That would be spectacular for this Cardinal team, for the community, and really for football here in the Tri-County area because, we cheer just as loud over here for those Red Kids, too, as they continue with their season. Now here is Axel. He'll try to run it out himself, and a good little carry there, get a couple positive yards. Again, we're not going to, I'm not going to say we're going to try to be flashy because you know darn well then all of a sudden Cook will go for the dagger on it. but you know where I'm going here. I mean, you want to just get first down, like the last drive. And I hate to keep saying it, but a 21-play drive does not just happen by itself. You got to have teammates and the team work together. You got to have every single guy out there, all 11, working hard this drive, Jared.
Exactly. Well, and like you said, too, there, you have to have the chicanery right at the right time. And maybe we went just a little too much that last possession when we tried to go deep and we got, burned on it. But now just ball control.
1:58 to go. Raiders will let the clock do its thing, too. Out of the gun now. Arnold, 2nd and 7, deep in the Raiders' end zone. You can't turn it over down here. That's the one. Oh, boy. And Peyton Burrow bottled up the 5. Going to lose a couple here. 3rd and we don't want to punt down here, Jer.
Yeah, that's the thing you want to try to avoid because then that field position tips in favor of Simley and it starts a downhill tilt for them. So we're still 3rd and 7 here. We got to have a good play. Hopefully Cook will send in something special and get that 7 yards we need for that first down, move the sticks.
Our 3rd down plays the last couple of weeks, Jer, have been very creative. Mm-hmm. I mean, I wish I had better words, but you just, even right here, 90 yards from pay dirt, you just got to have a little faith that something good could happen here. 3rd and 7, even just to move the sticks.
Yep.
1:05 to go. Raiders will hustle, not hustle to the line. Don't need to. Snap good. Plenty of time for Axe. He's got Johnny Bez, but he overthrew him.
Yeah.
Almost got picked by McCoy, who's been all over the Raider receivers tonight. Now it's going to be a punting situation, and this is an instance where, we're going to need Johnny Charlton to give it maybe one of his best this season here.
Yep, you're going to have to come up big with this one. So a sure snap back from LaFleur, and just a nice boot. Get it out there and get good coverage. Stay in your lanes. Don't get too excited and just stay where you belong. Do your job. Let your teammates do their job and stop this for relatively little gain on the return.
1 second. Clock issue. Yeah, we're just adjusting clock, fans. 21-0 Raiders. Put 12 seconds back on the 3rd quarter game clock. There we go. We're ready to punt it away, but Charlton, like we said, in his end zone.
Need a boomer.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, just
and they're coming.
Be smart here, guys. Just get it out of here. And now we're going to get a flag, too. Well, wait, who moved? Oh, they're going to say it's on the Raiders.
Yeah, so we'll get pushed back another 5.
Well, I don't know if it's 5. It's going to be half the distance.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, it's 5 either way.
Well, right. So.
On the 5-yard line. There we go.
Yep. Ugh, I don't like this, Jared.
Yeah, well.
This is the first time tonight where I've kind of felt
a little nervous on this one.
Right.
Well, Johnny has to have a big one. Let's go. Step up.
Come on, 5.
He has the ability to do it.
Right to left. He'll kick out of his own end zone from the D and Raiders.
Oh yes.
They got it away. That'll work. And a fair catch at the 38. I am okay with that, Jerry Rupp. I'm fine. Let our defense play. Attaboy. That was not fun.
No.
But now we can breathe a little bit.
Well, I mean, Johnny was 7 yards deep in his own end zone. So to, catch the ball, get off a booming kick with no return, a fair caught ball, that's exactly what the Raiders need. That's the best case scenario that they could have had there. Now, once again, our defense steps in. They're feeling pretty good. Got some confidence cooking for the rest of from this game here, and need another stop.
Prescott now leads 35-0 at Amory. Aiden Russell's 3rd touchdown. He's got 10 touchdowns this year, fans.
Wow.
He's got 10. And he is ripping up the league over there. Back to pass, putting it up here deep. Raiders, Chiclo pushed off. No.
Yeah, he did an inside move, then broke to the outside, and he had good position there, but the ball was just a titch overthrown.
Got good separation no matter what happened. It was
once again, Danny Milner was right back there. He was kind of almost stride for stride for him, but thankfully the ball was just thrown a little bit high or over the top.
We're up 21-0 here. Prescott up at Amory, 35-0. They'll have running time for the fourth quarter. Maddie, I think, is doing jumping jacks in the press box, considering that's the longest trip of the year for the boys. Well, during the regular season, they might have a good a playoff game, if you know what I'm talking about, folks. Raider fans trying to get everybody jacked up here as they.
Man, I tell you what
is going on? I honestly, fans, it looks like one of the coaches over there on the Simley side. I don't know if that's Coach Menson. Yeah, it is Coach Menson. He's over there talking to one of the side judges, and it was a pretty animated on-field discussion there for a moment. Now he's going to walk away and go back down to the far side of his bench. It is second down. And the handoff to Duvall, and he'll crash into the Raider defensive line and linebackers. Danny Milner's had some kind of game alongside Brendan Fryermuth again.
And Charlton. Man. Those are your big players so far on defense. They're just making it happen out there. They're inside, they're outside, they're everywhere.
And that's what you need to win against a team like Simley that has so many athletes all over the field.
But here's the other thing, too. The guys that aren't getting called, like Cole Vinci, I mean, he's doing a fantastic job in there as well. I mean, on that D-line, he's just getting in there and getting it done. Jaden Lindsay also.
Yeah, there's just, I mean, after this game, seriously, you and I, Jared, could go down the lineup and we would find more than half the names on there that did something huge.
Yep.
Tonight. We're going to take a quick break. We're at the end of the third quarter. It's 21-0 Hastings, 12 minutes on the board. Hopefully all that's left after this on KDWA and HCTV. We'll be back on video here in a moment. Joining our radio folks, great catch. Wow. Great grab. Back on KDWA and HCTV, and as I told our video watchers there moments ago, great catch there. McCoy goes up into the air, had to adjust while he was in the air, getting tackled, made a great catch for first down. So move the chains. That's the biggest first down of the game now for the Simley Spartans. So now to the shotgun. Back to pass. Pressure comes in, and this catch is made by Jicklo, and he's going to score. 20-yard touchdown pass. No flags on the field, and it's 21-6.
That was a great time for that play by Simley. It was an inside slant, and he just found the seam, and they got the ball off just in time because there was a blitz coming, and he just delivered the ball before he got hit. And nice strike there to Jitlow, and ran it right in. Now we got a little bit more of a ball game.
Yeah. Not what the Raiders wanted to start the quarter here. Good pass by Renslow. Kicks through. And it's 21-7. And now the Raiders are going to have to be smart here.
Well, you know, at this point now they realize they cannot coast the rest of the way. They're going to have to finish the game. You know, it's like we say it so many times, you know, when you got your opponent down, you don't let them up. You've got to keep them down, and that's a situation right here where the Raiders have to come back, and really, they should answer. They need to answer here. I mean, you cannot get a stop, you know, or get stopped and then have to deal with it on defense again. Get an answer to this and take it down the field.
Be ready for weirdness on this kickoff.
Where's your hands, team?
Right. You have to be ready for this because Jerry, you and I have done enough games now where we've had these things happen too. Where, we've all played in those and called those games too. We can't let it get to one of those games. We're talking about a last possession thing where.
Take a peek out there. What we got our hands team up front. Guys are sure-handed. You're not going to put a big old lineman up there. Yeah. No offense to linemen, I was one.
Right.
You got to have sure hands up there.
You know,
you're skilled players.
Yep. Raiders will have a bunch of hands out there.
Yep. They are ready for it, and they'll know that that scoochy comes across. We got to get on it.
Makar, who hit the extra point, will kick off. So Makar ready. Is he ready? That's the question, right? Because I think there could be some wackiness here. But who knows? Maybe they'll trust their defense and say, that's what we'll do.
The hands are out. They're off the pads. They're ready. Nope. Kick it away.
Nope. It's going to be a short end-over-ender. Taken at the 25 to the 30-yard line. Kennedy breaks a tackle. 35, 40, carries a man. 45 to the 47. He did that last week, too, on a short kick. He's an up back, but, boy, he runs like kind of that full-back, old-school type of runner, and he made a great play. Just kind of carried guys with him.
Well, Nick, what I've said over the years, and you've heard me say it, ad nauseum, when you're a kickoff returner, you've got to slash. You got to go. You can't dance around and ditsy-doodle out there. You've got to go in one direction, and that's what he did. He got the ball, and he just took off up the line. Because if you dance around, it gives the defense a chance to recover and correct their angle of attack. He just slashed up there and made a great return.
His 2 kickoffs this year have been substantial. They really have been. 35, 40 yards, right? I mean, that nice job by Kennedy.
Yeah.
Stepping in where we need him. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Burrow the single back. He'll take the carry, and he will get through the initial line. He'll get about 4. Maybe 5. He got across midfield. Let's take the clock, start running this thing down, Jer. We got to start thinking about that with this 50-yard field or so. We got to continue to keep the clock on our side and not give Simley a sniff at anything, a chance of coming back.
Yeah, no, you're right. And that left side of the line there was getting the job done. Lando Bleed on that last one, made a good job opening the hole.
There's a reason he got a starting spot today. He's been playing really good the first 2 weeks off the bench. And now here we go. 1 receiver left, Reifenberger, 1-on-1, 2 to the right side. Single back is going to be Burrow. They're going to throw an H-back blocking there, too. And that's Johnny Charlton, who cleared the way for a first down run for Peyton Burrow. Number 5 was the first man through, and he cleared out the way. And it's not your prototypical throw Joe Stewart in the backfield and let him go with his 250. That was a great block there by a guy who just determination. They're going to give him a short spot. They're going to say his knee was down, Jerry, aren't they?
Yeah, not a great spot there.
Nope.
Unfortunately, not a good spot for the Raiders. But 3rd and short here, and I think that line so far has, they've been providing a push, and I think they'll probably get it again this time too.
Well, it's close again.
Yep.
There's no doubt. 21-7, 10-17 to go in regulation from Todd Field. Friday Night Football. Axel Arnold is hit, and he will go nowhere.
Nope, not going to make it.
We needed a first down there, and we're going to instead have 4th down, and you and I have just talked about it for the last couple minutes of game clock. We can't get into one of these, and now all of a sudden, no first down, no burning up the clock, and you're going to give Simley with on just under 10 a chance to,
get back
continue.
within one
Right.
score maybe. But, yeah, on that play right there, coming off the Raiders' right side of the line, just took too long to develop. Simley had too much time to recover, got their backers in on that play, and just, took down Arnold.
They're going for it. They're going to show that they're going for it. Tight formation. And Axel's pushed,
Well,
and he will get there. Look at that.
Well, Fryer moved behind him. He gave him the big push. That's the way to do it.
When you have that giant blue and gold meat locker behind your quarterback, you know you're getting a first down.
He just gave him a double.
Look at Axe coming up. He's pulling up his pants, trying to tuck his shirt back. He's like, man, fellas, oh, my goodness, that was something else. Literally, the guys picked him up and threw him 4 yards for a first down.
Firemuth just gave him one big shove in the back, and it pushed him 3 yards just like that with one shove.
Yep. 4th down, cloud of dust kind of a thing.
Yep.
Wow. Another good run. Power from Axe.
Yep.
They'll stay with the tight formation. Little man in motion across the line left, Johnny C. And a little boot right side, opening it up, almost intercepted. Nice play by number 30 there for the Simley Spartans, and that's Derek Doman, the sophomore. Good idea, kind of a little out. Johnny Charlton running that tight end out route a little bit, and good play, but even a better play in the defensive secondary by the young man wearing number 30 as a sophomore.
Well, and Axel tried to throw it back across his body. That has worked a couple times here, but tonight or this one right there, that play didn't work so well, and just a little off target with the pass. Made the defender look better than he really was in that play. Just was fortunate to be in that area.
Almost 9 o'clock, KDWA Hastings, Nick Tucker, Jerry Rupp, Dick Craig, and more. Raiders lead at 21-7, week 3 of the season, first Friday night game. Out of the shotgun, Raiders with it. Quarterback is Axel Arnold. He will hand it off to Fryermuth, and he will push ahead. There's going to be some late flags. Simley saying the ball came out. Raiders were down.
Wow.
And I don't know what the flags are about.
Defensive back judge threw a flag. That was from a long way.
That's
15 yards, he chucked it.
Well, there's one there, yeah. He's throwing it up towards the line, so I don't know what he saw.
A little powwow there with the Zebras.
Gain of 3. All right. So they're going to talk to Simley. This is against Hastings.
Hastings,
yeah.
They're backing up.
Man, how big of an animal is Landon Duvall? That guy's been beat up, spit out, kicked to the side, and he's still out there playing defense at 8:52 to go.
Tough kid. Got to give him that.
I don't know what else he does sport-wise, but you got to want to take guys like that on your team.
Yep.
Second and what is the deal? I mean, they're pushing. Well, I know it was a hold. They're going to say against Hastings. Okay, so where was it? But didn't they throw it right when they started the play? I mean,
no, it came in towards the end. Yeah, it chucked towards the end.
Where did he see that, though?
But no, he was 15 yards downfield when he threw that.
It just mystifies me what he saw from that vantage point, Jared.
Especially in that scrum there. I don't know.
And now Coach Strain's saying, "Hey, why don't you talk to your back judge?" Yeah, Coach Strain's not happy about something. He's pointing at the scoreboard.
What part? But the play clock.
Oh, it could be the play clock. All right, yeah. Coach Strain's not excited there about what's going on. Full house backfield for the Raiders. Out of the shotgun, 2. Back to pass, Axel. He's got a man. Reifenberger makes a catch. 35, 30, 25, 20. Breaks the tackle. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Raiders! Steven Reifenberger turns on the afterburners and flies into the concession stand.
Giddy up, Cowboy. That was a nice play. I mean, he had to struggle to get that ball because it was down delivered below his knees, and so he had to take a couple of grasps at it. He finally got it in control, took off across the field there, and he just antelope galloped across a couple of silly defenders and in the corner of the end zone.
49-yard touchdown pass. Reifenberger, his second of the game, makes it 27-7. And boy, do I feel a heck of a lot better than I did about 5 minutes ago real time.
You bet.
Funny I can breathe. High snap, pulled down. And you know what? Can I give some credit to Danny Milner again? The way that young man has played as a holder. How many snaps have not been that great? And let's be honest, that's one of the hardest things in football to do is be a long snapper, okay? And we know that's not going to be perfect. But how many times has Danny gotten the hands back in his legs, pulling the ball out, still put it down enough to get Reese through?
You know, and the thing, too, is you look at everybody blames the kicker.
Yeah, right.
Well, the kicker has to have something to kick.
Yep.
You know, and if your holder is not getting the ball down, your kicker is going to be swinging it in the air, going to do the Charlie Brown, do whatever, you know. And so it's a great job for him just to control of it, get it down, spin the ball around so he can get a good, clean kick.
There is a love affair between our fans and Reese Fillion. There really is. There really is. I mean, and it kind of goes back to the football team coming to the soccer game the other day, too, and the whole team, Coach Strain, everybody was here to cheer on the boys, too. And the girls, for that matter. But the way that that kid, there's something about him. The kids gravitate to him. He's a kicker, man, right? I mean, but
he's a kicker, but you see when that helmet come off, man, he's flashing that smile, man. They're loving it. Yep. It's awesome.
That is something we definitely need in blue and gold at every position on the field in every sport.
Yep.
Want to say hi to Coach Pagel. He'll always be Coach Pagel to me no matter what. He is watching tonight, and he just caught the big touchdown for Hastings to make it 28-7 after Reese's 4th extra point. Here is McCoy up the middle. He gets to about the 29 to the 30, thrown back, gang tackle again. How many times have we said that tonight?
That was actually a very nice coverage by the Raiders kickoff team. Again, we talk about keep staying in your lanes and don't get crazy and get someplace you shouldn't be, and then they find a seam. They just kind of closed him down, funneled him into the middle of the field where everybody could kind of make a gang tackle on him and end up being just standing him up until the play stopped. So good job by the Raiders containing that to the 30-yard line.
8:16 to go.
Simley begins first and 10 at their own 30.
Let's finish him off here. Back to pass. Renslow has a man off the right side, caught there by 17. Oh, big hit there, too, for Hastings. Looked like Fryermuth shot in there. Who got the initial grab on? Was that Kennedy again? He's been playing extremely well, too, on the outside. Was that a 4 in there? 24? Yeah, it's Kennedy again over there.
Yep.
Man,
Kennedy
so
and
many
Reifenberger.
guys, names. I mean, you and I mentioned this even in the pregame. If we're going to win tonight, it's going to be all these guys making plays, contributions everywhere. And, boy, if we haven't seen and heard that, and now what do we got here? Timeout? I think like
Coach Fritzy wants to make sure we got.
He saw something going on there. So he'll take one. We don't need to take one. We're all caught up on paying the bills, so that's good news. 28-7 is your score. Raiders leading with 7:40 to go. Coach Dana Strain watching his defensive unit out there and
feeling pretty good about what he's seeing.
I think he is too. He's down there hanging out with Coach Cross, having a couple words, and some of the assistants too, looking like they're pretty excited. Coach Strain, I said,
I just saw a thumbs up from
Coach that's
Strain.
what I said.
Walking with a thumbs up.
Saw something that he kind of liked, and
feeling good about the vibe right now.
I would be.
Coach Fritzy scoots off the field.
All right. Raiders back defensively. Of course, in 1 week, there's a team we'd love to punish on the road. We'll talk about that later. Here's Renslow, right side, rolls out, throws off his back foot, and he had it off the fingertips. Good effort by Chiclo, but that's not going to be enough.
No, that was looking kind of dangerous there because as he rolled out, he had a lot of room to run, and he probably should have pulled the ball down and ran because he would have got the first down. They only had 4 yards to go for a first down. He definitely had at least 10 yards there, but he just bad choice there and tried to chuck the ball down the field, and he just overthrew Chitlow.
So it'll be 3rd and 3. I mean, Simley's at the point where, if
they're 4 down.
Well, right.
Matter.
Even if, you're just going to give it back anyhow, and that'll be game over.
Right.
Out of the shotgun, Renslow again. One back that's going to be given to him, and that's 22, Landon Duvall. He's been just a
workhorse for him
all night. I think he got the first down.
He did.
He
got enough for a first down.
Right.
Just enough.
I should be running the clock here as soon as we set the ball. It should have been running it already, right?
There we go.
Now they'll wind it. Coach Strain watching it like a hawk. Clock runs 28-7. Raiders, 4th quarter. Renslow passes on right side, caught by Painter. Painter at the 40, bursts ahead, dig 2 guys out. He had 3 blue jerseys in front of him, still found a way to get 3 more extra yards out of that deal. That's why he's an athlete on the outside. He can really do kind of everything, shifty.
Good second, third effort there.
Under 7 minutes. Back to pass Renslow. Here comes pressure. Sidearm slings one for a first down. No, it's not a first down.
2-yard gain.
It was right by the, again, caught to the orange. Going, all right. No, it's 3rd and 4.5, 5. Yeah, ball's 46-yard line, Charlie says, behind us spotting. Third down, 4 to go, 6:51 to play here, 4th quarter, call it regulation. Do I dare say the game? Raiders with the lead. Back to pass off. Again, kind of his short side. That's tipped. Oh, nearly intercepted by Danny Milner on the tip. Opportunity.
Good defensive adjustment there that time, because remember the last third down play where they had a wide open field. He could have run for the ball, for the first down. This time Charlton, I think they recognized that wrinkle with that naked rollout there, and Charlton came in and forced a hurry there.
Was not going to allow them to do anything but get maybe 2 yards, and that was going to be it. I mean, there was not going to be a first down. And they're going to go for it here, like Jared said, no doubt. 4th and 4. He's going to run it himself. Raiders pursue. Good throw, good catch at the sideline. Grabbed by McCoy. He has really played well tonight. First down.
That's very well executed by Simley. Your quarterback rolls out, buys just enough time to draw the defender in, and it makes a quick chuck out there for a first down.
8-yard gain, says Manny Hill. Our public address announcer filled in and taken over for Jarl Olsen without a seam. Duvall across the line. Raiders send a blitz. Pass caught left side for a gain of 8. Is it Painter? See, we just can't see the numbers. Now we do. Painter 6.
Yeah, Painter, yeah.
And he knows. He signals to his bench. He says, we got to go.
Yep.
Renslow's
thrown 2 nice balls now in a row.
But you got to be happy. Even though Renslow has been able to throw it a little bit, the Raiders defensively have just kind of kept them.
Well, they're keeping it in front.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. Keep it in front of you.
Oh, Raiders send a dog, too. All right side, Kennedy got a hand up. Pass caught again. Up the sidelines. First down catch at the 34. 34-yard line. First and 10. He did get out of bounds, so it's going to
stops the clock.
Stops the clock as well. Right hash. Strong side of the field left. 2 receivers, 1 in the slot, 2 to the short side right in front of the Simley bench. Single back. Pass right. Caught. Painter at the 30. Nice shifty move to the right side in front of his own bench. Goes out at the 26 of the Raiders.
I think that would qualify for a dipsy doodle.
That was definitely a dipsy doodle, if not a little, what else do you want to call that?
I don't know.
Thingamajig? That was kind of one of those.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a good move, though, by Painter.
That was a very good move. He got a Raiders athletic supporter in his back pocket as he ran around him.
Well, at least they'll have some kind of souvenir. Hopefully not on the scoreboard. 28-7 here. 5:56 to go here in regulation. Out of the shotgun. Back to pass. Raiders send pressure. In his face, and he's going to be sacked by Reifenberger. Steven Reifenberger, along with, they said, 52 also in there. Pacer Rubel, always in the mix.
Well, and that play right there, it all happened because Charlton came up the gut, and Redslow ran out of time. He couldn't throw anywhere, so he had to try to take the ball up the middle.
Back to pass again over the middle, and they're kind of leaving that spot open. That's going to be a first down.
Yep.
In the middle of the field, caught by Jicko. And now some extracurricular stuff.
Yeah, a little extracurricular. Taking a little exception to a tackle there.
Is it going to be a no flag, though?
Yep, no flag.
So it will be a timeout. 1st and 10 from the 15 of Hastings or thereabouts. Let's see where they
spot it exactly.
Yeah, looks like 14 and a half, somewhere in there.
Yep.
Again, tune in tomorrow morning. We will have Coach Dana Strain talking with us. We'll have the Hastings Coaches Show here on KDWA 905. And that'll be a recap of this one. We'll have a little shot on what's to come with St. Thomas Academy next week. That game on the road at STA. I do not like going there.
Nor do I.
No. But it is what it is.
Yep.
We're going to try to get the job done.
You play them where they schedule you.
That's right. 5:25 to go. 4th quarter, regulation. Out of the shotgun. Looking to pass, pulling it down. Flushed again out of the pocket, and the Raiders have him. And that should be a sack officially. We'll see Kennedy in there.
Yep.
Fryermuth in there. Who's at the bottom there? Charlton and Thomas Reifenberger. He has played some game defensively.
Yeah, he has. Well, the nice thing there, again, there were 3 Raiders that were hurrying Renslow, and he just had nowhere to go. He had to pull it down and try to make something, and he got a sack.
Former Raider Alex Harrington listening in as well. I'm sure he's happy. 28-7. The score here is a pass put up on a slant, and he made that catch.
Nice catch.
Great grab at the 10.
He had the presence of mind, too. When he caught that ball, he turned onto his side and kept the ball up in the air, so the referee for sure knew that he made that catch and didn't hit the ground. Good presence of mind there. But, not a first down.
Well, no, but 4:30 to go. Clock is running, though.
Yeah.
Each team has plenty of timeouts. And now out of the snap, caught in the mix and have passed to the end zone. He was caught for a sack, and he still throws the ball for a touchdown to Josh Painter. This game's not over.
No, they're still playing. They're not giving up.
Painter, how many yards on that? 9-yard touchdown reception. Renslow's second pass of the game for touchdown.
Simley's got a little chip going there. They had Austin Aflay down on the ground there, kind of pushing them down.
I think there's more going on than we know about up here.
There's definitely some John going on down there.
Snap, spot, kick. Didn't have a lot on it, but he got enough
Just
of it.
enough.
Yep. 28-14. We're not done yet.
No. Is that 51?
What are you looking at there, Jer? 51?
Yeah, Madeko. He's doing some John, and he had LaFleur flat down on the ground, and he was kind of pushing him as he was face down. He's got a little chip going there, and the coach is over there talking to him right now, saying, "Hey, son, calm down. Let's play football. You got to not get too emotional about this whole thing. You're going to cost your team a personal foul if you keep that up."
4:19. Again, we have to be careful with what Simley may do on special teams.
Got to see our all-hands guys out front there again. Be ready and hands off their pads, and they're ready to get an onside kick if it arises.
And now the Raiders will look. Yeah,
come on, boys.
They're bringing their hands team out there.
Let's get organized. Good thing the ball fell off the tee there, so Simley could not take advantage of a little disorganization. We've got 10 guys up on the line, so they are definitely looking for an onside kick at this point.
Prescott wins tonight 42-13. Aiden Russell, 4 touchdowns.
Here it comes.
Here's the onside kick. Perfect.
Attaboy.
And that
nice
is taken beautifully by, is it number 42? Thomas Reifenberger. Yep. And the Raiders will have a short field and hopefully a first down or two and just go home happy tonight.
Worked out well for the Raiders. Just one hop and it came right to Reifenberger. Easy catch and just lay down on the ground. Don't be fancy, don't be cute, just fall on it.
4:19 to go. We are on the 48 and a half of Simley to start this drive. Got to have all hands on deck and sticky at that right now, Jerry.
Right. Sure of your assignments at this point.
Yep.
Finish it out.
Out of the shotgun. Handoff goes to Peyton Burrow, and he gets some good burst. And the ball came out as he was down.
Down on the ground.
Yeah, 7-yard gain. Good run. Coach Strain said, all right, Fry's going in. I mean, we need to hold on to the ball, basically, is what he just said.
Yeah.
And to pat him on the backside and send him out.
And you got 6 yards in that first carry there. So, again, 2nd and 4, that's a good place for us. And Fryermuth got that ball. He just hammered in there. Just pound it. That's where you just pound it.
107 for Peyton Burrow as he leaves the game.
Temporarily.
Second consecutive 100-yard game. Fryermuth in the backfield will take the football and rumble ahead, and he will get a couple, but that's fine. 3rd and short. And again, you might see the same push our quarterback in the backside thing here to get a first down, you would think, right?
They didn't get much there, so they're still sitting 3rd and a long 3.
Yeah. But it just seems like the Raiders have asserted their will with their line tonight up front. And then we've talked about athletes and whatnot for Simley for a while, but you know, between last week and now we've seen it through, you know, almost 48 more minutes here tonight.
I'll tell you what, confidence is infectious. You know, it gets across the entire team, and they start doing some things.
Third down, 3 to go. Ball on the Simley 41, and Firemouth bursts ahead.
Yeah, he didn't get it.
I don't think so either. Are you sure second effort might have got it? Yeah, second effort.
Maybe,
got it.
yeah.
I think he got it.
Yeah. Okay, yep.
They're going to have to measure it, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't know. Timeout for Simley. Timeout for Simley.
All right, 4th down and a yard. What's Dana going to do here? I mean, again, now this is where you maybe push your quarterback in the batoot and get him to get in, you know. I mean,
let's see, where we at here?
I don't want to give him the football anymore, Jer. I know. I mean, in this spot, you're still 61 yards away.
Well,
69?
Yeah, I mean, you got to have confidence in your offensive line. They're going to get that 1 yard of push.
Right.
You know, and like you said, with Firemouth in the back, give them a shove. You know, on a negative, if that doesn't happen, then you're giving them, you know, only 61 yards to go. And they moved that ball fairly well last time. Then you get down to a one-score game. So right now we're at 2 scores. They need to have a good line push.
Both teams have 2 timeouts. Raider offense will remain on the field.
There you go.
4th and inches. And what do we do here? We push on the belt, and you get the first down.
He didn't even get touched till he was past the first down marker.
Attached a caboose and another caboose to the caboose.
Well,
and send it in.
And again, you look at, I mean, our guys up front got such a drive that they pushed the D-line back 2 yards. So, you know, Arnold didn't even get touched till he was already past the sticks. Didn't even need a push from Firemouth.
Amazing when you have a line that works together cohesively with your quarterback, and your running backs as well know how to run that scheme where you get big number 7, who's a big fella in his own right, but then you throw Firemouth, who's 6'2", behind him, and then Shorelton, who's a beast, and he push anything through anything, and it's going to be hard to not get a yard. 2:09 to go. Clock runs. Raiders in good position to close this thing out. We moved early. No call. Hand off up the middle. We'll take it. Gain of about 5. We'll take that, as Simley will have to take a timeout here, you'd think. Are they going to? Nope.
A couple other guys are really doing a good job on the right sidelines. That A.J. Yeager and
Jager's been really good again.
Jager and Glade have been doing a great job on this right side of the line. I never get that. You never know. Jager.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, his mom's a teacher.
Oh, I think so. You're right. You're right. So it is Jager.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if I remember right.
Yep.
She's
You are
Mrs.
correct.
Jager.
Yep.
Right? 1:28 to go. Clock running. 28-14. 4th quarter. Called the game. Hack's going to watch the clock. Tick down 5, 4, 3, and then snap it. Good job again. Handoff goes to Firemouth. Breaks a tackle. 25 to the 20. First down, and that'll ice this deal.
Slashing, baby. That's the way to do it. Find that little seam, get through, get your shoulders turned, and get through.
Gain of 14 for a first down. And they'll call timeout to Simley, and some of the fans will start making their way towards maybe a last-second hot dog on the way out, and then on to one of our fine sponsors for our post-game dinner, if you will. I know that's one thing I always enjoy, and hopefully you guys get a chance to too. And like I said, also do it with one of our awesome sponsors. You've been hearing all of our spots. We appreciate that, as we appreciate all they do for us for putting these games on the air, because it's not, Tuck and Jerry. It's those businesses that you hear putting their money behind their name and backing the blue and gold, and we appreciate each and every one of them for doing what they do for us. And it's been a blast here tonight at McNamara Stadium at Todd Field, where the Hastings Raiders are leading 28-14 in the 4th quarter, and they're set to go to 2-1 with St. Thomas on the road next week.
Victory formation. You love to see that, don't you?
You know what field I want to see that on?
St. Thomas next week.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be something?
Oh, that would be
Take a knee.
Awesome.
They have one more one more. Are they going to call it or not? I mean,
I don't know
really,
why
it's
you would.
inconsequential at this point.
Right.
But that pretty well will do it
Yep.
here tonight. Raiders take a couple knees. A lot of the pink-clad Raiders on Tackle Cancer Night will be going home happy. What's that sign say? Country Roads. Okay.
All right.
Okay, that's
Sure.
they're going to sing that at the end here? Maybe that's what they're going to do for everyone. I would love that. Yep. There they go. Just singing it for everybody in Simley.
Love
Take
it.
those country roads home, baby. They've been fun again tonight,
There we
man. I
go.
don't care what sport we've been at this fall. Those kids in the crowd have been so fun. That's the last knee, and that's going to do it tonight. Pretty fun tonight. Nice to have Jer back in the box as always, but when you get a win at home on a big night here in Hastings, it's even better. And the Raiders do that this evening. The Hastings Raiders win, and they go to 2-1. They beat Simley by a final score of 28-14, and you heard it on KDWA. I also want to be sure to say thank you to everybody with HCTV for putting this game on the air, too. And I want to thank everybody that helped out this evening, along with Hunter Pinky, Kurt Radke, always awesome, Ian Andrzejak, Mike Bramer, Chip Elmquist, all doing a great job. Thanks to all those guys for helping out tonight. For your radio listeners, Dick Craig stats are coming up here in just a moment. For you folks on TV, we bid you a fond farewell from McNamara Stadium at Todd Field. Raiders win. They go to 2-1, while Simley drops to 2-1. Final score, Raiders 28, Spartans 14, and you heard it on KDWA and HCTV.